Now audible. Hello, friends.
Not sponsored.
Not
I'll tell you
sponsored.
when I'm audible. Not
Um,
sponsored.
I wish, but not quite. Okay,
It could be.
I really should have done this audio test before we started playing, but can everyone talk one at a time? We'll start with Iona,
Hi.
Joe,
Hi. Hello.
Dave,
Hello.
and Songbird.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Okay, we're a bit quiet, so
Oh no.
let me turn the gain
no.
up a little bit.
Uh,
Don't. I said I'm turning the gain up. Don't scream. Okay, what the fuck, dude?
ah.
Test the gain.
Okay, I think
I'm
I
just
think we'll all be
preparing.
around the same volume now. What?
I'm just preparing for the session.
Ah!
Ah.
Don't.
Okay, so I don't know what episode of Fall of Mireon this is already. 4. Cool. Everyone just put up 4 because
Right.
there we go. Nice. That's 8. There you go. 4. Perfect. And welcome back, everyone. How was everyone's fortnight? Good.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Nice.
Went to a customer's home and she turned and looked at me and said, "Oh, a little guy." So
Oh, I was
Been better.
expecting. Oh, a
That's
bird.
Oh, a little guy.
oh, a little guy.
Yeah, actually, he just always wears that costume.
Yeah, everywhere.
All day,
Like-
every day.
You see, you think that's him cosplaying his character. No, that's just his style. That's just what he
Actually,
wears.
It's not a costume.
No, that's just it's all part of his actual skin.
We've been asking him
Yeah.
to put on a different costume for like all of this. He just won't
It
do
won't
it.
come off. It won't
He
come
is
off.
himself.
It's bonded to my skin.
You turned up and she was like, "Oh, a bird,
Weird.
a little
I was
bird."
like, "Yeah,
A little
let me fix your
bird.
door. Let me in there."
Okay, does somebody have a recap for me? I mean,
What?
we have a recap, but can someone read it out, please?
Somebody do it.
Recap. One moment.
He's
I mean,
on
Joe
it.
has been doing it.
Well,
I want Joe's sultry voice to do it.
okay, hold on. I'm finding it.
You might need to see
Okay,
it.
I'll allow it this time, but next time, someone's other than
Sure.
Joe's got to do it.
I rate it. I'm not saying
That's a valid
That's
point.
fair.
it.
I
Okay,
guess
You
I'll
cook,
take
you
it
don't
next
wash
time.
dishes.
here we go.
Just every time the session starts, someone leaves to go wash dishes or something.
All right. Previously on Battlestar Galactica, after
Not sponsored.
after the vision Husker experienced during the last battle, he was reeling and defensive. Thal tried to comfort him and swiftly received a hit to the face. Gregor also tried to comfort him, and Husker agreed to talk about things when he was ready. The
Favoritism.
crown.
Two very
Yep,
different
the
reactions.
There was more
Yeah.
arguing, but
The crown guard appeared to the battle scene and took control, allowing us to loot the bodies before leaving. Gregor now has a dark, bony trident from the Spine Devil, and Briar has several gems, one of which is from another plane, and empty envelope, and told Briar where the group could go to find bounties. The Lawmaster at the Guardhall being one option, the Hunter's Head Adventurers Guild being another. The group then went to the bathhouse to relax and discuss their future plans, agreeing to be a team. The black stains on Briar's hand is still spreading. They then headed to the castle ward, noticing a group of Onir's men, the religion outlawed in Citadel, heading the same direction. Worried about a confrontation, the group followed them, with Husker as a griffin-esque horse. Briar disguised herself Briar disguised herself and stole a book from the men, accidentally stealing a Tarok, Onir's religious book. The men of Onir had an audience with the queen and allowed our intrepid adventurers to join them as they went in. A balding man made eye contact with Briar, and within a moment she fell unconscious, having a vision. As quick as it happened, it passed, and the group went into the throne room, meeting the queen and king. They gave the letter to the king. It was 6 years old. The queen offered them a reward, so they requested a royal quest. She told them of a criminal problem in the lower districts led by the wolf, and gave us a letter with with the royal seal as proof. Husker got into an argument with the dwarven member of Onir's men, and the two went outside to settle things.
Very true. Ready to see him die.
Don't,
A few
don't let
minor
us
things of note.
die.
A few minor things of note is as whilst you're in that meeting, the large dragon ball man was taken into a separate room, and not long after, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Not long after Husker and the dwarf exited, so did the elfish person that you had talked to.
Yes, he went out to go, or they went out to go help.
Yeah.
With the situation.
Oh,
Wait, like
okay.
they followed me?
Yeah, but like a few minutes after you'd gone.
Okay, good. I need help.
Yeah,
Um,
I
gonna
feel like
go
we
well
would
for
have gone
Husker.
out to follow Husker.
yeah, and then a little bit afterwards, you guys picked up your letter and then headed out as well. So
Right.
we'll open up with Husker. You're currently walking towards the entrance to the castle, following the dwarf. Do you want to do anything in particular?
I just want to get out of this building. Because this building is hampering my magical abilities. So I'm following him out.
Okay. Yeah, he's storming out. He's storming right for the front door, and quickly passes through the threshold.
I kind of jump out right after him. And so now I'm outside right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I spit out the cigarette that I've been chewing on, and I pull out a fresh one, and use my druid craft to light it.
Yep, it works.
Good.
Thank
I
God.
take like a deep inhale, and I go, oh, sorry about all that posturing and such. I just had to get out of it. You know how it is.
Make a persuasion. As he turns to look at you.
Ah! Oh, shit. Should have brought up the roll 20. Apologies.
It's all good.
Here we come. I am persuasive, I hope. Otherwise, he is going to murder me summarily.
This is the little
Can you
spiky
persuade?
boy, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
Just
it's
one big spike. This little lad.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Persuasion. Scroll. Why am I scrolled all the way? Ooh, that's not great.
Look,
Oh, I got
looks
an
like
11.
11. Yeah.
Okay, 11's nice. He like looks
Nice.
up and down. Hey, you know what? How about we? He like looks around, like sees all the guards in the area around the fucking castle that the royalty lives in. And as he's about to say something to you, the elvish person walks out and like looks at him and he goes, "Hey, how about this?" And he like gestures for you to come closer.
I do. I lean in, kind of like talking with him. Yes.
Does
Uh-oh.
a 21 hit?
Super does.
As you lean in, he plants one nice firm right hook on your face for 4 points of bludgeoning damage. And then goes,
Fair.
even now, right?
Stagger back. Take another long drag. Yeah. Even sounds good.
He sort of just, like does one nod and then just walks back towards like the stairs and stands next to these like short sort of stairs heading up to like the door proper that you guys went through. Not long after, about a minute later, you guys all exit to see Husker maybe because he has spiked gauntlets, maybe a bit of bleeding on Husker's face. But he's still alive. The dwarf seems to be in a different location, chatting to this elven person. Yeah.
I think maybe we got out of the throne room a little later because Gregor would have been like bowing incessantly as he was like exiting, so it took a while.
Walking backwards.
Right, exactly.
You're an elf? Okay.
What?
Can you roll me? Sorry,
Oh.
Briar, can you roll me a perception check just as you're walking towards these people.
Mm.
Just as a side note, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I just want to mention it again just in case. You roll high enough. As you're walking past the elven person, you actually notice it's not an elf, it's a half-elf. Just under like a bit of a closer inspection. Like they're wearing full armor, so it was kind of hard to notice before. But when you're a bit closer, you know the difference between elves and half-elves because you are an elf. The ears are a little bit stubbier. Features a bit more like broad rather than like the sleek, thin features of the elves, and they look like they're to look the age that they do, you would have to be a very old elf.
Which, how does that work with half elf in this scenario?
What do you mean?
Because like half elves have shorter lifespans.
Half elves live just longer than humans. So what I'm saying is to look like a late 20s, early 30s elf, you would need to have been alive for like at least a couple thousand years, and that's very unlikely. So you can tell like from the stubby ears, the age of the face, and also the the general like broadness of this person, you can tell it's a half elf rather than an elf. Just something of note.
Okay. Are you good, Husker?
For the most part, guys are a little eager to fight, aren't they?
Did the fight happen? Did you get a couple good ones in?
Oh yes, yes. You should definitely see the other guy. Messed him up pretty good.
I look at him.
Yeah.
The
But don't look too closely.
He's kind of looking upwards, like so you can see the side of him, and he's mostly clad in armor. It's kind of hard to see, but from what you can see, there doesn't seem to be any anything. But also, they're both healers, so they could have very quickly healed up before you guys exited. Basically, it's up to you whether you believe Husker or not.
I had to show him mercy. It was a terrible thing. Shameful. He was crying for his mother. You wouldn't have wanted to see it.
Yeah. He must be a great fighter. I had no idea.
You've seen it in action. These muscles, these brawn.
I look at the feathers to see what muscles might look like underneath them.
You have to look closely.
Yes,
You have
perhaps.
to look closely. Huh?
Yeah, we did see him in the bathhouse, didn't we?
Yeah.
Oh, that is right.
Saw a lot of things in the bathhouse.
No, I didn't. I averted my eyes.
As a side note of the bathhouse talk, what sort of time are we looking at?
It's actually starting to get pretty late now. You guys arrived at the city just before midday, then with the bathhouse and the travel to the castle, and then the audience with the queen. It's probably getting to like dusk now, if not past dusk. So,
Should we head back to town? Back to the inn? How many nights did we stay there? Or did we pay for the week? We must have.
Did we do that at all?
to get back to the inn, that inn particularly, it would take you a couple hours.
Do you think they would let us stay here?
Actually, quicker because you have horses now. It would take you like
Okay.
an hour or two. But there is inns within the district closest to you that would probably be quicker to get to. But you can imagine they're
Expensive.
more expensive.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, I doubt they're gonna let us stay in the castle, but
True.
they might let us stay in the what is it, the castle district over there? I don't know this place. There's like the fancy housing, just slightly down the hill. There's probably an inn there. But
We
do
can't
have
afford that.
the money for that.
Oh.
I do not think we do. Let me just go and see if they have lodging that might be gratis. I will be right back.
I do know a place we can stay for free, but I don't think Husker will like it.
Going back to the church.
That's why I hesitated to mention it.
To be fair, the church would take you a couple hours to get back to as well, because that's one of the closest churches to the entrance.
Fuck.
And the pretty much it would take you around the same time to get back to that church as it would take you to get back to like the lower income taverns and
Right.
stuff.
I mean, not to
Let's
throw
press it back.
another spanner in the works, but also I'd like to go get my book back from the guy that has the
Oh.
horses. and that's also down at the gate.
I mean, yeah, you could spend a couple hours going down there. There's no curfew or anything that you know of.
It'll be kind of like we'll be going to bed kind of late, but do you guys mind?
I do not.
What's a spanner?
Metal thing.
Oh,
I read
okay.
about it in books.
Learned about it in books.
Like a non-fiction book.
Where
well.
are our horses?
I point to Husker.
The two horses that you guys had procured still do seem to be over there, as well as like the five jet black horses. Yeah.
Those aren't ours, though. The jet black
No,
ones.
no, but the other one, yours are there.
Right.
If we steal a horse from the owner, rights, I
No.
think they would. You took his book and he was like, "Bet, steal a horse."
I mean, I open up the direct to see if there's like a quote that's like take what you want, because I assume there might be.
Most of the book. Also, are we changing the name because it was an H?
We'll spell it right. We'll probably just misspelling. It's fine. We'll correct that. We'll become consistent in a moment after the session.
It's your damn book, if you want to call it that. Just making sure.
Please don't steal the warmonger's horses.
No, yeah, there's plenty of quotes that are like, take what you please, but then there's also a bunch, like, just from like a quick skim. It's like that quote on like freedom of speech. You know, you're entitled to what your freedom of speech, but you're not entitled to the consequences that come from it. You're entitled to take whatever you damn well please, but there will be consequences that you have to deal with.
As much as I think they'd be down, I don't think we actually need to steal a horse.
Yes, I
don't think we need to either.
Why are you guys gonna steal a horse all of a sudden?
I think
Cool.
we're just
Be cool.
We are in. I just remembered. I will kind of gather people in. I do have a hideout that is in Citadel. Should we want to stay there?
What?
Yep.
Okay.
Do you have a fort? You have a little clubhouse?
It is my fortress of sometimes solitude.
What? Oh dear.
Well, sometimes I have people over, sometimes I don't.
So you have a house?
Party house.
It is out of character. One of the assets that I have is a safe house. A safe house that can accommodate 4 people, giving you a place to live, but not comfortably. It is stocked with enough food to eat sparingly, blankets, basic furniture, small sources of warmth and water, and the equivalent of a first aid kit.
Yeah. So what it'll be is down in because it's the not comfortable one. It'll be down
Correct.
in probably actually in Beggar's Walk in the trade district. It'll probably just be like a cellar beneath a store somewhere. That's a bit more protectable. You know, like a little bit more defensible.
Sure. Right. So it isn't the nicest of places, but if we can rest our heads there, or if we can go back to the inn, it is up to you.
I mean, did you guys actually ever get to the inn? You told me you shouted at a child.
Yeah, we didn't get there.
Yeah, you guys never actually
Never got there.
You were on your way. You shouted at a child and then fought some demons.
Wild day.
Child needs to learn how to walk.
I
Well,
agree.
we can go check the inn, and if it's out of our price range, we have a second option.
So wait, so the choice is between a church, a cellar, or
Right.
paying money for a room?
That is correct.
I'm curious about your hideout.
Yeah, me too.
It's a great place. I mean, I am fond of it. Let's go there.
Let's see it.
Do you have girly posters on the walls?
I do not.
I know where you
think
can
to
get
myself
some.
If I left them up or not.
You know where you can get some.
Oh, interesting. I will have to do some research on that later.
Can
For that later.
before we head off, can I approach the human guy from the Onir group?
Okay.
Because I assume they've all come out with us.
They're slowly filtering out. We'll say he's exited by now.
No, it doesn't need to be him. Just he was the first one I thought of. I go over to him and I'm just kind of like, hey, I know it's not really my place to ask at all, but I'm really curious about what they did with the Dragonborn guy. Do you know?
To be honest with you, you saw as much we did, hun. You saw him be taken into a room, and so did we, and then we followed you outside. So no, I don't know, sadly.
Well, would it be rude of me to ask you to let me know? Would that be like stepping on toes?
I mean, no, if that's what you want. It's a bit odd, because we don't know each other, so the concern is appreciated, but does feel slightly out of place.
Well, no, I'm a little bit concerned because it's just he's not come out yet, and we finished the conversation.
I mean, it's a pretty in-depth talk about unbanning an entire ideology within the city.
I mean, I'm not religious, so I wouldn't know. But
Right.
But also he was nice to me. That was it, really. I just wanted to be able to get in contact with him again, maybe. But
No, sure. Where are we staying?
we'll be in town for the next couple of days.
That doesn't help.
Probably somewhere around Beggar's Walk.
Beggar's Walk is about 20 miles.
Yeah.
It's a big place. I could drop something off somewhere if you can let me know where I'm supposed to drop it, like at a tavern or something.
Yeah, if you drop it
Church.
off at are you guys weird about going to other churches?
Just tell me where I should leave it.
The Church of Corellin?
All right, yeah, sure.
My Elvish is a little bit off.
Yeah. No, totally. Yeah, we can drop it off there if you want.
Just like a message of a way to contact him or whatever.
I'll be sure to bring a bouquet of flowers as well.
For the church?
Hi.
That's really nice.
Sure.
I was gonna, because also I have his book, so I'd like to maybe give it back or whatever.
Do you want it?
I mean, I don't know yet.
It's a spare copy, so it's not a big deal. We all carry around a spare one.
But then he no longer has a spare one, and what?
Yeah,
if
he'll
he
just pick up
needs-
another one. It's all good. We have someone who's dedicated to making them. We have a person whose entire job is to make the books.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Thanks.
Is that your job?
No,
Oh, whose job is it?
no one here,
Oh,
sadly.
well, then how's he gonna get another one?
When we go back to Saul,
Wait, how do you get to Saul?
we ride there.
But across the water?
Don't worry about that.
Yes.
How do you get?
Are you planning to go to Saul?
I'd like to go to Saul at some point.
Then when you get to Saul, ask for the Dragonborn.
Okay. Wait, but ask who?
There's a small one building townlet kind of thing on the other side of the shore. You talk to him to get passage across.
Okay. Okay. Thanks.
No problem.
Okay.
What's your name?
Briar.
Briar.
Inarl.
Pretty name.
Thank you. And then I sort of just awkwardly bow out of the conversation and head back to the group. Okay.
As you're starting to leave, the dwarf sort of looks up at the human, and you hear "Aye," and then you hear just a little bit of talking as Pat's going and stuff like that, a little bit good-natured teasing.
And then I head back.
During that conversation, Gregor has been casually looking at the half-orc, trying to mimic slightly how they're standing. Maybe bringing out a stone and sharpening his axe while trying to observe how the half-orc is...
Okay, yeah. So as you're watching, the half-orc's doing all the stereotypical things. He even pulls out a small stone from his pouch and starts sharpening his tusk.
Oh fuck.
Metal.
And small
I
things
would touch
that.
my would touch my tusk and think, why on earth would he do that?
Right.
Oh, Briar, are we ready to go now?
Yeah, I think so. I was just asking about the Dragonborn guy. That's all.
Oh, is he all right?
Oh, they don't know
Yeah.
yet. I thought they might. Because they came out just after us. I thought maybe they told them something, but no.
Hmm. Hopefully not ominous.
Fingers crossed. I told them
Right.
to send us a message about what happens to your church, Thal. By the way, I hope that's okay. He said he'd bring flowers.
Hope that's not weird for you.
I guess that's fine.
Okay, good.
Kind of weird to have
Seething.
them near my church, but sure.
He said he'd bring a bouquet of flowers. I think that was a sign of goodwill.
I guess that's sweet.
It could be a threat in their culture.
I'll check. I get on the back of the horse and pull it.
Crack open,
Start
crack open the
looking
book.
for flowers.
Crack open the book. Look for flowers.
Flowers.
There is.
I think it's a death omen.
Roll like an investigation, just from
Oh.
for like a quick skim.
Quick skim.
Roll a skim check.
Can I look over her shoulder just to like catch things here and there?
Yeah, sure. Roll like a perception as well.
11 for me.
11. From a quick skim, there's no real reference to flowers at all.
I don't think they like flowers.
There's maybe like one or two mentions of flowers just in passing of like in a field of wildflowers or something like that, but nothing particularly directly connecting giving flowers with like we're gonna murder you kind of stuff.
Like putting a horse's head into a bed.
Yeah, no, nothing like that. With a 6, you don't really pick up much, Thal. She's skimming way too quick. She's got very high intelligence. She can read very fast. So really, you pick up very little with a 6. Like you pick up like a few words and like maybe like a few mentions of like forges and war and the general things that are already like sort of attributed to owner. But
Or is that all they are?
you could try again another time, or you could just ask for the book at some point if you're very interested.
I want one of these books, and I definitely watched Gregor mirroring that other half orc. So I'm gonna approach that half orc, just like hop up to him, like, hey,
Hey.
I hear you keep spare books. Can I have one?
Sure. He just pulls it like this. Very like you can tell there's like a huge difference between the quality of the ones that they keep and the ones that they hand out. There's like, this one's a bit bad and has like some scratches and stuff on it, and he just hands it out to you.
Oh, awesome! You just give these away, huh?
Yes.
Why?
I'm like looking at them. Why did he go over there?
Spread the faith.
Oh, okay. My friend seems to like your tusks. I saw him watching. How did you get them so sharp?
Stone.
That works? Can I touch? Can I touch?
Of course.
Ooh.
So I touch the top of it. It's very sharp. It is very sharp.
Oh. That's quite nice.
I will run up. Husker, Feathered One, what are you doing? You don't.
He's letting me touch. Oh, he said I could. He said I could. What's the problem?
I apologize for the Feathered One here for touching your husk. I realize that may be disrespectful. Come on, Husker.
He asked. It's fine.
Yeah, we're having a private conversation, Gregor.
Gregor. Wait.
Yes, my name is Gregor.
Thal, should we go over there?
Yes, we should.
Do you know him?
I run.
Me too.
I recognize that name from somewhere. What is your family name?
Delilah is my family name.
Hey, you too.
What are you guys doing?
Yes.
I'm like shutting them up, like.
That's our job.
Wait, Delilah?
Perhaps- Delilah, yes. Crenshaw. Delilah was my father. Though he died in battle when I was very, very young.
Of course.
Up to you.
Yes. Wait, he was your father?
Yes.
Hmm. Then well met. Like puts out his hand.
Well met. Um, like Gregor gets like super nervous. He has like goosebumps. Like he hasn't been told well met by a half orc in a very long time. That wasn't his mother.
Oh,
Um,
you're doing great, sweetie.
yes. Uh, it is a pleasure to meet you. And your name?
My name. You may call me
Yes.
Al.
Al. That is a good, strong name, Al. Um, Perhaps I can ask you a question. I've been trying to do some research and it's been hard to find information, but I lean in a little bit. Are you familiar with the test that half-orcs need to go through? I believe it is called the Sunder.
Oh, yes.
Um, is there? I've just been trying to learn about it in hopes of perhaps preparing for it one day. Is there anything that you can tell me about it?
How old are you?
I am
Too old.
25.
And you haven't undertaken the Sunday yet.
I have not. I discovered that I perhaps am not skilled in the ways of war that you may be. So, at a very young age, I took to listening to the stories of the elders and soldiers of other great battles, and I'd weave their stories into song. So that is where my strengths lie.
You are a warrior poet, yes?
I write that down. Yes, I am a warrior poet. That is perfect. That is exactly what I
Then
am.
definitely well met, my friend. And he grabs your hand very forcefully and shakes it very gently.
Oh, yes.
But before we can get into more of the revelry, we must fix this issue you are having. You must undertake the Sunder. It is very strange for a man of your age to have not undertaken it yet.
May I ask what it is?
Wasn't?
Yeah, yes. The Sunder. It is an ancient triad of the half orcs, of the orcs specifically, but it was adopted by our kin. There is a great spirit in the wilds between Citadel and Elysia that we go to test our strength. You may go. It is very strange. Was there no other children around your age?
No, I don't remember playing with other children.
Perhaps
Our
that is why.
village was small.
Yes. Usually you go. It is a group. It is a group trial. You usually take the village children all when they reach around the age of 13, and you take them to this great spirit, and they test their strength against it. It is perhaps it is why you didn't undertake it. It's very strange though. Yes, you should really do it soon.
Yes, I will. I will get on that, I suppose. I'll have to speak to, I guess, the village leader from which I came, I suppose. I'm not really sure how it works.
You may not need permission now. You may just go and do it. It is. Do you have a map?
I do. I take out a map.
It is around here, and he does a small cross, pretty much in the dead center of the wider part of the forest between Citadel and Elysia. I'll update the map between sessions.
Okay, cool.
It is around there. There is a small clearing with a lake in it. Once you enter, all will be known at that point. We're not really supposed to share what happens, as I'm sure you know.
Yes. I look at the map and I kind of touch the X where he marked. Say thank you. I will prepare for this in a way that I think I should prepare, and when I'm ready, I will go here. Thank you.
He says he nods and taps your shoulder very forcefully. And once you have, come and find us. I cannot wait to hear tale of your great conquest.
I will write a great song about it, or maybe not completely about it, because if it has to be secret, I'll figure something out.
Of course. I have to be going. I'm going to go inquire about
Yes, of course.
our leader.
Very
Okay.
good. I take my axe and I tap my forehead in a gesture to him.
He does the same in reply and then heads on the inside.
Gregor's feels 10 feet taller. Right. Shall we hop on our horses and head to town now?
Does that mean you didn't go through puberty, Gregor?
Is that the
It
same
seems like you
thing?
missed it.
Is it like you're a virgin?
Oh,
That is private.
I don't think it's that kind of conquest.
No?
No,
No.
The Sunda is something I haven't experienced yet. Many half-orcs, if not all of my age, have already done it, but I have not, and I will remedy that as soon as I can.
Listen.
Bloomer.
Gregor,
Hmm?
if you ask me, you have nothing to be ashamed of for not going through with a trial forced on you by someone.
Sure.
Yes, thank you. It is something I want to do, but I just never got around to it. But yes, perhaps when it does happen, you will all be there to see it happen.
That
I would like
nice.
that.
Are we allowed? Because it's secret?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, we can go to the place on the map, and then perhaps there are instructions there. I do not know. We'll figure it out when the time comes.
If it's a half-orc only thing, we'll still be there, but just as spectators.
Yeah.
Going to watch him
Sounds lovely.
be destroyed by a spirit?
I mean, we
Or-
can step in.
or-
Not gonna be
It's
destroyed
this
by
whole
it.
Thing.
No, of course not. Not if I can help
Gotta
it.
be destroyed.
I scrounge up a rock, and I pull Gregor closer to me and I try to start sharpening his tusk. Like, come here. I saw how he did it. I saw how he
I
did
do
it.
not like that.
First.
I do not
I
like
could-
that. I'm
I'm gentle.
fond of my tusks. No. Perhaps if anyone has prestidigitation, I can make it look like my tusks are sharper than they are, but I do not want to sharpen them with a stone.
That won't matter when you go to bite something. Come here. Come here. Bring your face to me.
I'm not
Feathered one, and I-
prestidigitation.
And I push him away, like you're holding the top of the head of someone you're trying to keep away, and they're trying to, I do that.
I'm pretty sure
No.
prestidigitation
Like a
wouldn't
child.
work.
I'm just gonna make them look
Wouldn't
really
work.
shiny. You know.
You can make them look really shiny, yeah.
Oh, sure.
If you want to make them actually
What am I
add
thinking
on
of?
like a minor illusion, would probably what you're thinking of.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
But no, you can make them look very shiny.
Like they've recently been.
Alright.
Yeah. You can also
What?
flavor them.
I'll make them.
What?
Like a
I'll make
flavor?
them taste nice. Why not?
That would be fun.
I'll make them taste like berries.
You're gonna
Nice.
flavor his tusk.
And you can also make a small symbol of right. So what you can do with prestidigitation, you can create an instantaneous, harmless sensory effect like a shine. You can snuff
Okay.
out or light a candle, torch, or a
Cool.
small campfire. You can clean or soil an object, so you can make his
Soil?
teeth
I
soil.
could if I wanted to.
You can
Soil
warm, chill, or flavor up to 1 cubic foot.
Can I flavor all?
You could flavor his
Flavor.
entire head.
Flavor his head.
How are you gonna
That'd be
spice
fun.
it?
Oh no, it's
Spice them.
non-living material.
Oh, that
So
was
you
his
can't.
teeth.
Like I would
Are-
say maybe just his teeth, but mostly probably like his armor and like stuff like that.
I was gonna ask, are tusks considered non-living?
I think teeth are technically living.
Yeah,
But
that's,
also they
that's
don't
organic.
rot
That's-
away when you die.
They're the same stuff
So?
with nails, and when you break
Oh,
nails,
yeah.
are they
I think
still
it's bones.
considered a living part of
I
you?
don't know. Are bones
So-
living? It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
they're connected to the living part of you.
Don't
Yeah.
flavor his bones,
I wanna
okay?
flavor his
Please.
Flavor his bones. Flavor his bones.
I guess the
Oh,
work
shit.
around is we down him, flavor him, then bring him back up. There we go.
Edible armor.
You can create a non-magical trinket or illusionary image. Oh, that can fit in your hand for a turn.
Yeah.
So you can create a
6 seconds.
physical
So I
a
can be
physical
this is what it looks
object
like.
for a turn.
Okay.
Yeah, but only for little
Okay.
things. Like this is what the key looks like.
Yeah, or like I have this very expensive pocket watch
Look at my ring.
for like a turn and then hide it before the turn ends.
Yeah,
kind
you
of
guys
thing.
don't actually know how many of the rings on Briar's hand are real. She just
Oh,
constantly
shit.
giving
Yeah,
them
and
something.
you can do 3 of these at the same time as part of the same spell. So you
Pretty good.
could have 3 of your rings could be fake.
Who knows?
Rings, could you just make them like shimmy?
They just start
Across the hand?
dancing.
Oh.
Technically, every 6 seconds it can switch finger, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd
That's
constantly be
cool.
casting spells though. I'd be sitting there like.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's,
but it looked
it's
cool, though.
Volcon somatic, so be moving anyway because you've been moving your
Yeah,
hands.
blah, 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 blah.
um,
As a side
I
note,
guess I
before
get a-
we leave,
Bit of a
Yeah.
tangent, but
just
continue.
a really quick question: do they look? Does the castle seem like gaudy in terms of like? Do they have their symbol everywhere and stuff like that?
One big thing about Citadel is they don't actually have like a coat of arms.
Oh, but I mean the royal like symbol.
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
don't
I guess
have one.
that's hidden, like the signet
Huh.
that they have.
Their signet
They
is
keep it secret.
yeah. No, if you look at it, it's just a book. It's just an open book, and that is it.
Wait, you mean to tell me they didn't just overlay every single god's?
They didn't
symbol?
overlay every
Yeah,
single
That would
one.
be such a
Yeah,
nightmare.
there's not.
That,
that's
no,
the
not
right
really.
one.
Mask.
There is banners in places that have the symbol on it, but they're not. It's not everywhere. It's kind of like the whole point of Citadel is to not be like that
So
kind
they're
of.
subdued. They're not like
Yeah.
egotistical. Okay.
Well,
Wanted to, but I mean,
not outwardly,
yeah.
at least.
Visually, they're not egotistical. The queen gives me different vibes, but I'll come back to
Fair.
that. Okay, I just wanted to
Like Citadel is the city of acceptance, usually.
Liberals.
Except from
That
Onir.
liberal scum.
Everyone except Onir is accepted. Okay, I just like take a quick look around to get that information.
We love everyone except you.
Not
Wow,
on here.
they said we don't want war in our
Oh.
town.
Can't bring up too bad.
As I hop on the horse, so from now on, I am no longer a bard. I am a warrior poet. So, if anybody asks you, oh, what's that guy do? Just tell them I'm a warrior poet.
I open my book, write
Again.
warrior poet, and underline it 2 times.
There's no shaming being a bard, but if you want to be a warrior poet, okay, sure.
Doesn't a warrior poet sound so much better than a bard, though?
It does. It
does,
does sound
right?
better.
Yes.
It does.
Yes.
You know what would be even better, though?
Shoulder. It's okay.
If you had razor sharp tusks.
I'll think on that. I
I'll
will
keep
think
the
on
rock. I'll keep the
Okay.
rock.
that. You do that.
You come a calling.
Come on,
Yes.
You come a calling. And I become a horse.
You come on.
Yeah.
Every animorph shit.
Yeah.
No. Little face.
Just like his horse face stretches there.
Don't look at me, don't look at me.
No.
Everybody look away.
I hop
Oh,
up
no.
on my horse.
Everyone knows if you
Yeah.
witness a transformation of a druid, you go irreversibly insane.
You are driven to madness. Away. Put on your eclipse glasses. I walk over to Thal and I start nudging him.
Thank you.
Ah.
I guess back on.
Okay. Would you guys head all the way back down to Beggar's Walk?
Yeah, I'm going to the stable to go get
Yeah.
my book back and give him his horse back. Kind
Oh, we'll We'll go over there first then. I think.
Oh, I was gonna check where. Let me roll a percentile to see about whereabouts in Beggar's Walk his hideout
It's
is.
probably the furthest away
Yeah.
from us as we could possibly be.
Please.
It's actually pretty close to the door to Castle's Rest at the top. So you're gonna have to ride all the way back down to the entrance to ride all the way back up again.
Sweet, we have to ride to the stables, back to the castle's rest.
That's all right.
I don't have to.
Because I rolled
Good
really
night.
low, so like low rolls means something good happens, and it's good to be pretty close to the entrance.
If you
So
want, Gregor, like as we're writing, if you
Mhm.
want, Gregor, you could hop off when you guys get to the tavern. I can just take your horse with me. I can just hitch you to the back.
Perhaps if it was lighter out, that may be a good idea. But I think us being around, we should all stick together as much as possible. I think it's fine.
Okay, just because it'll take longer.
That's okay. I don't mind.
in case you guys head down to right, so because it's Beggar's Walk, because it's nighttime, the roads are pretty empty. You guys can make good time in terms of you can pretty much gallop all the way there without much issue. Every now and then a guard like tells you to slow down, but doesn't really enforce it. It's more of just like a suggestion of like be careful, because if you're full gallop and you hit somebody, it's your fault. So it's more of like a suggestion of slow down, be a bit more careful, but you don't have to listen to them. They don't like arrest you for not listening.
Speed up every time they say that.
And you guys can make pretty good time. You can probably get all the way down to the bottom, drop off horses, get all the way back up in like a few hours.
This is pretty late by this point.
It is getting pretty late. It's getting to pretty close to midnight by the time you get back up to.
And I get my book back, right?
You do get your book back. We're gonna skip over that because there isn't really much.
I just wanted
You
to
give
make
back
sure.
the horses, you get back your collateral.
Just wanted to make sure. You haven't sold or anything.
And then what? You three clamber onto my back?
I guess we
That's a
just
good point. Actually, you have to walk back.
through it. I mean, one of us could be on Husker's back.
So it would probably actually take you to about like 1 or 2 a.m.
Oh
because
man.
you have to walk back if you're going to the safe house.
Can I keep an eye out for mischievous folks while we're traveling back? Like
Oh
criminals.
yeah,
and
thinking
that?
on the wolf and stuff.
Yeah.
Sure. Roll like a
Also to avoid them.
perception.
Okay. Perception.
Perception.
Is it sipping?
A 7.
Very good.
No. You as you're walking, you don't really notice anything. If 2 more people can make the check, and then that's it. If you would like to.
You perceive nothing.
Also,
Sure.
it's.
Why don't you two make it? If I perceive anything, I can't tell you about it.
Is Citadel lit up? Like, are there lanterns?
There is very little lit up in Beggar's Walk. It's mostly just the moving patrol routes of the guards have like hooded lanterns on their belt.
Okay.
There isn't like street lights.
To avoid Thal having to have any sort of disadvantage, can I cast Dark Vision on him so he?
Oh,
can
dark vision, yeah,
see?
sure. You have dark
What's his-
vision. Is it 30 feet or is it 60 feet?
It is 60 feet.
60 feet.
Just put him on my back. Put the blind boy on my back.
Thal,
to the
you have 60
destination.
feet of dark vision.
And is this like a new experience for me?
Yeah, it would be. So you like as you're walking, you can see like faint spotlights of light moving around in the darkness, just from like guard. And you can see the guards in the middle of them, like with a hooded lantern. And all of a sudden, somebody reaches out and touches you. Because I'm going to assume you're on Husker's back just to make it easier, because you can't really walk in such darkness.
Pat his back.
And you feel a hand reach out and touch you, and as you do, the entire are you willing? I assume you're willing, right?
Oh, really?
To night magic that I don't know where it comes from?
Would you have said something, or would you just touch him and
No,
drop
I
a
just
spell?
pat his back.
Are you willing?
You know what? I'm on Husker's back. If anything, he would have seen him first and gone him. So I'm just gonna assume it's not a threat.
Okay. You feel this hand reach out and touch your back, and then all of a sudden, the entire world becomes different shades of grey rather than pitch blackness. You can see the definition of walls and bricks and the ground around you as if it was daytime, but everything is just grey and different shades of it.
I
like
look
like
back.
a switch being flicked. You look back and you see Briar. Though again, like I was saying, her skin is a pale grey white color. Her hair is
A pale grey.
a different because it's not like green. It's a bit darker. It's like a darker grey. And yeah, just a big point of everything around it that you can see. You can see in very high definition, but completely monotone.
Is Thal wearing shoes?
No.
He doesn't wear shoes.
Monster
Okay,
Racer
now
don't
that-
wear shoes, so he has like big clawed feet.
Yeah, now that you can see that I was turning my head around to nip at your toes, just to fuck with you. I'm like, my beak's open, like, huh?
Oh, spoiler.
That was you. I turn back again. Is this what you see all the time, Briar, in darkness?
Yeah. I remember when we were down in the manor thing that you said that you couldn't see, and then I prepared this spell today so that in case we were out at night, you could. So.
That's really sweet. Thanks, Bree.
Not gonna lie, it was one of the first spells that I learned, but I couldn't do it until I got better. I wrote it down in my book as the first spell.
Sis.
Aww.
I'm like whistling a tune as we're walking.
Did anyone else roll investigation or
Yeah.
perception? Or
I did. I got a
Yes.
4.
A 4, nice. No, you also don't see much. It's just the patrols.
See nothing.
I got an 11, but I didn't roll with disadvantage or anything.
You wouldn't have had to because it would say that she did it as you were looking around.
Thank you.
11. You see like as you're walking down, some of the alleyways have people like mulling around, walking. Some people going inside, some people not. Down one of them, about halfway back, you see a bunch of people like sat at like a makeshift table. It's kind of hard to see. It's like around the edge of your 60 feet, and they seem to be talking. There's a small lantern on there, which means you can see that part in a little bit of color, and you see. One moment. Let me make sure. I believe it's you see a few people dressed in leather armor, so maybe some studded, maybe some like a bit more metal, but they're all wearing a robe of burgundy and bronze, like by like colors, like they look very well made, but maybe a bit old and tattered. But the main fabric is like a burgundy, like a browny red, and the trim and the thread is like a dull orange, maybe to like what you can guess like signify some sort of copper bronze like matte look. And they all seem to be talking.
I just quickly and silently point them out.
Look.
Are we walking that direction?
No,
Where
there's
they
like
are?
there's like the off path to like the left of you. It's like down in an alleyway. You don't really have to go down there. It's just something that you noticed.
Got
I
it.
think they might have anything to do with it.
Wait, did you said you pointed? Thal?
Yeah, not like that.
Yeah,
It's like
but you. Okay, I noticed that and
Okay,
immediately walked in that direction.
Okay.
nope.
I think you're indicating you want to go that way, so
No,
I'm just.
no.
You turn and start walking down
I
there.
pat Husker. I pat Husker and try to point in the other direction.
I get a few steps and I'm just like, huh?
Look, I'm trying to point out someone. Look,
Is there?
don't go there.
Oi!
Uh-oh.
You head down the alley towards you. Who's this then?
I turn around. I've been walking a couple of feet ahead, just whistling or whatever. Wait, what?
Would you like to come join our little game?
What are you playing?
We're playing Royal Gambit.
Royal Gambit.
What are the
I'm walking towards the game. I want to play.
Nope. Feathered one.
Husker.
How do you do it?
Yeah, I don't have much money on me right now.
How much you got?
None, actually.
No.
Then you can't play.
Oh,
None
can I
money.
play with like an arrow or something?
An arrow.
Just like
Look, I've got it, but I can spot you if you want to go in.
Really?
It is late. Do we need to play a game right this moment? If you want to play a game, that's fine, but
Can I try and
Alright.
subtly message Gregor? Like, can I kind of like turn my back to the people that we're
Yeah, sure.
walking towards and message him? Just be like, they might have something to do with the wolf that we're looking for. Maybe we can get some information. Friendly.
right. Sure. Perhaps we can do just one game, a friendly, perhaps.
Yeah, just one, and then I'll go to bed.
That works for me. Please explain this Royal Gambit game.
Come take a seat. And as they say that, a few people pull out old wooden boxes and like upside down like buckets and stuff like that. It's not like a professional game. It's just like an alleyway, Right. So what you do is we have dice, and he shows out 2d10s actually, and shows them. Do you got dice?
Oh.
I definitely have dice.
I
I'm in the street shit. I definitely have dice.
I don't have any.
You wanna hop out of
will
the horse
use
for
his,
them?
his dice.
Are you on my back still?
You know what? No, not anymore. Not if you started walking in the direction I didn't want you to go in.
You clambered off of me in a hurry. All right. I go back into bird form. Start striding towards him. Yes. Royal Gambit, of course. Proficient player, and I fish 2 dice out of my pocket.
I don't have dice, but I'd like to play. I take off like one of my rings and put it on the table. I'm like, can I use that?
What are you doing?
He takes the ring and puts 2 dice in front of you.
Thank you.
Speaking of,
Husker, can you please hand me my sharpening stone for my tusks?
Put my boring ring.
Have you changed your mind? Oh, come here. I'll do it myself. Bring me your face.
No. Just hand me the stone, please.
Use my boring.
Very well. I hand him the stone.
Okay. This sharpening stone is very special to me. I do not have dice, but I choose to play with this if it is possible, and I set it on the table.
It's just a rock I picked up off the ground.
no, but if you've got some collateral like the ring, we can loan you some dice.
This stone was given to me by my mother. It was used by my father to sharpen his tusks in battle. This collateral should be plenty.
He looks at around at all of the humans and mostly humans in the group, and he's like, sadly mate, none of us have tusks, so it isn't really gonna fucking help, is it?
I walk over and I hand Gregor a piece of gold.
What?
Here. Does you look better in their eyes than a rock?
This is a
Sorry,
piece of gold.
you're sharpening stone. I have confidence in you.
Why?
All right. I will put the piece of gold on the table. I expect to get this back when we are done.
Right.
Such a rube.
He takes it and he hands you two dice. Right. So have you guys played this game before?
Yes.
I haven't.
Right. For those who don't know, you roll 2 of these dice, numbered 0 to 10, or 1 to 10, and the closest to 100 wins.
Okay.
That's it.
So that's it.
Steak?
So if you roll.
You get to roll 3 times, and each time you can either fold and leave, or you can add in another set of money.
Okay. So we got 2 dice.
Right.
We can roll a third time and add that on if we put in more money.
Yes.
But keeping the first 2 numbers.
Yes.
Okay. Seems easy.
So, if you want to watch, you can watch me and my friends play a game first.
Sounds good.
Right.
Yes.
So they all roll. One of them rolls a 74. One of them rolls an 80. And one of them rolls a 60. So the first guy puts in another copper. The pot's like a copper each, by the way. And then he rolls his dice again. So he had a 64, and now is 74, and he quits. The other guy doesn't choose to go ahead, so he quits as well. And then the third guy who rolled an 80 wins, and he takes the pot.
What happens if you roll over 100?
Then you lose.
Oh. Okay. And we have to roll it publicly, or can we hide it?
No.
No, we can't hide it.
No.
What kind of mystery? Okay.
Going to cheat.
No, I just think it's
Right.
more
Cheating
fun
here.
when you're
So-
like wondering if someone's bluffing.
You guys look like the adventuring sort. I assume that means you have quite a bit of coin, right? Should we make this interesting?
I'm poor.
Right.
We're not gonna make this really interesting. We'll make it a little bit interesting, and I think this gold piece is interesting enough.
I'll
You
take
seem
gold
to be
piece,
putting
yeah.
in copper, right?
Right, and I can match your gold, yeah.
Can my ring be my payment?
He sort of like holds it in his hand and passes it to a guy behind him, and the guy behind him like takes a look at it. And everyone roll like perception.
Perception.
Including me?
I will perceive.
Dang it.
Deceiving.
Yeah.
I'm
I got
hella
an 8.
perceiving.
13.
It's like a DC 10. It's not a high DC. He's not being
Okay.
sore about it.
Well, Gregor doesn't.
Still missed it.
You were looking forward to the guy who's talking rather than him. Everyone else, you notice he pulls out like a small pearl and like looks through the pearl at the ring. Which ring's this?
This is just a generic ring. As a side note, all of the jewelry that she wears is high quality stuff. It's all from her past before she left. So like
Let me
proper
roll.
silver, proper gold.
Wow.
I'll give you 2 gold for it.
Sure.
He pulls out 2 gold and hands it over.
And then I pay 1 gold to match.
Right, and everyone roll you 2d10.
All right.
Ah, yes.
Yeah,
Were they
13.
again? I would have liked to just watch for now.
Yeah, that's fine. You don't have to take 5 if you don't want to. Who is taking part though?
I am.
2, 3. So the pot is 4 gold right now. Right.
Right.
What did you all roll?
13.
2d10?
2d10, yeah. So basically a d100.
I also got a 13.
Oh.
8,
I
5,
got
yeah.
64.
Oh.
What did you get, Husker?
Wait, how does... No.
I got
What did you
13.
get? Show me.
We don't have 2d10. We have a d100 and a d10.
Yeah. It's basically no, so together they make a d100.
Yeah, but they're rolling 2d10. They can't get to 100 either way. They can
Right.
get to...
Basically,
20.
both of you roll. Just roll a d100, both of you guys on roll 20.
Oh, okay. I was rolling percentile die. How do I?
D100.
What is the?
30, 38.
What's the command?
Slash R space 1d100. 38.
64.
64.
Oh!
Oh my god.
Woo!
Right, so
Even weaker.
So he looks at both Gregor and Briar, and well you guys see that he also rolled a 94.
Whoa.
Oh.
He looks at Briar and Gregor and goes, "You get to pay if you want to roll again."
Yeah, I put another golden.
I don't know if I want to roll again if I see that you two got 94.
Basically, you roll an extra d100,
Hmm.
so you're way over.
Way over.
Whoa!
No. Go over.
Plus 6.
Yeah, that's way over.
Technically, right. So the way it works is you could only you don't get the 5, you just get the 90. You just get the 10 of the number because you're rolling like a 10, but like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that. But yeah, so
Irrelevant,
you
I
got
was 90 plus 60 or whatever.
yeah, you got 154 or something like that, which is over.
Excellent.
So you're out,
Damn it!
Yeah.
right?
Well,
What game?
Yeah, I guess it's drawn. So what we do then is we just go again. We just don't put any more money in and we roll for the pot one more time
Can I
Very
roll
well.
for the pot?
Using different rules than I'm used
if
to.
you want.
Like a child.
Damn it. It's not gonna-
What is fucking...
oh.
He rolled a 50.
I'll roll against that. I'll put it in another coin.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So roll a d100 and basically you just get the tens of whatever you roll.
Fuck me.
No! Wait, that's perfect.
No, it's not.
It's 105.
Wait.
Yeah.
It's 105. Yeah, because I get the 5 from the
Damn,
first one.
that
Damn it, I
sucks.
busted.
So
Wow.
close.
So
Damn
you
it.
put in for 5 gold altogether at the end.
That's heartbreaking. I lost all my money.
Heartbreaking.
He takes it.
This is. This was not fun.
Sorry.
I have fun.
You know what though? You guys looking for work?
Sure.
How about
Not
this?
really.
How about no? I was say I can give you another chance, and if we'll play for a favor this time, so I'll put in all the gold that you guys just lost, and if I win, you owe me a favor, and if you win, you get the gold back, and we part ways.
Well, then maybe.
Yo, you a favor?
Who are you?
Oh, yeah. I work for the Weasel.
The Weasel.
Have you thought about rebranding?
Yeah, the Weasel's not a great name.
Maybe he didn't pick it.
I don't know how this town works. Is he friendly with like the other guys?
How about we play this game and then I'll run you through it.
Okay.
All right.
So we don't have to pay anything.
No, he puts the 5 gold back in the middle of the table.
I'm down.
But you're the only one looking for work, right?
Yeah.
Just you then.
Okay.
I'm out. Your mistake, Briar.
Well,
Do I have to pay to roll again?
No, you can just. He rolled a 64. You can roll again. 56.
50.
Oh, 51. So
51, so I'm
51.
cooler than him.
Do it again.
Still.
Do it again.
Roll again? Is that not how this works?
You get 3.
if you roll again, you owe me 2 favors. Since
Do it again.
you're paying in
Do it again.
favors.
I'm already rolling.
I didn't.
You're already in it.
Fine.
You are so fucked.
Fine, I'll do your 2 favors. But are they
It is.
friends?
Yeah, right. So, think of it like a tiered system, right? So the wolf is at the top.
Okay.
Then as you make your way around, so then it's the the spider and the fox are his right and left hand man. And then a step down from those is the owl and the weasel.
And wait, so you're not the Weasel, you just work for him?
Yeah.
Okay. And
Pretty
what,
far down the totem pole, aren't you, bud?
are you trying to work your way up, or are you happy?
I mean, I just made 5 gold tonight, so I'm feeling pretty good.
Are you satisfied with your life?
True.
I just made 5 gold tonight, so I'm feeling pretty good.
What do you need me to do? Or do you not know yet?
The boss asked me to bring in some strapping-looking people. So I guess that.
So what, like, are we just now?
I mean, I got anything better to do?
Sleep. Look at the sky.
Right.
Sure.
With
where you
strapping
staying?
people.
I'm gonna
You're
be,
staying in town.
yeah, but that's not really helpful for you, is it? I'm gonna be around the Beggar's Walk. Is there somewhere you want me to meet you?
No, it's fine. Meet me here in the morning.
Okay.
The owl's got eyes on Beggar's Walk, so if you go AWOL, we'll find you.
Oh, okay.
What do you intend to have her doing?
I don't know. Like I said, the boss asked me to bring in some adventurer types.
I guess to take thought.
Ooh.
Okay. Is there a save on that?
No, it's an innate ability. I
Let me
think.
bring up the. Yeah, probably. Let me bring up the spell and we'll go for it.
Or
So,
psychic?
Well, it's not the spell; it's the asset.
yeah, no, you still use the spell though. You get to cast the
Oh,
spell
okay.
for free basically. When you cast the spell, but you also don't have to use any components for it. Is the benefit? Is it just happens?
Oh yeah, that's it. And that's not a druid spell anyway, so I couldn't even use it.
When you cast a spell and as your action on turns after that, you can focus your mind on one creature within 30 feet of you. If the creature you choose has an intelligence of 3 or lower and doesn't speak a language it's infected, it has both of those. You
Save. Save.
I don't think there is a save for this part. Yeah, you learn its
The
surface
base
force.
Yeah.
If you delve,
if you wish to go
yeah.
deeper, then it needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
What he's thinking of right now is, damn, I just made a lot of money. And also, the boss is going to be happy that I brought these people in.
These people.
Just the one.
Didn't agree to that. I put my hands up. I did not agree to this.
I'll go alone. It's fine.
It's
So
Briar's
that's
no
his
choice.
service
Fair enough.
fault. If you want to delve any deeper, that's up to you. But he will know if you try to.
Yeah, that's the
Regardless of
thing.
whether you
So I'm not
succeed
gonna.
or fail. Okay.
So do you guys have colors associated with you? I noticed you all have those fancy cloaks. Is that a weasel thing, or is that a...
No, yeah. The weasels have the burgundy and copper. The owls have like a blue. I don't know, and silver. And that's really all I've seen. We don't really get to see the other ones too much. They don't really come down to these areas.
Oh, are they mostly up in the higher...
Yeah.
Fair enough. Sorry, I'm new to town. That's all.
Sure.
It
It's
is
not a secret anyway.
Oh, okay.
it is getting late. Perhaps
Yeah.
we should make our way.
You want your dice back? Are you keeping my ring?
Yeah, you sold it to me for gold.
I'm just making sure.
And I don't get that gold piece back. That's correct, right?
We lost.
I will
Study
get my
check.
dice back though.
You win
You
some, you
want
lose
the
some,
dice?
fellas.
Wait, you want your dice back?
Yes.
Can I have one of them?
No.
All right. I hand them back.
All right.
He looks very confused as he puts them back on the table.
At least you got to keep your rock.
No.
Gregor.
Yes, at least I got to keep my very special rock.
Very special rock. Use that later tonight.
As you're
While you're
walking away, he actually goes, green haired one.
Mm.
What's your name again?
Oh, 1 second. What is my name again?
Can we think of an alias real
My
quick?
name is Phanis.
Phanis.
Penis?
Phanis.
Come here for a second.
Okay.
Don't do that.
Like, takes your hand,
Don't do
I
that.
go back a little
puts
bit
the
towards
ring back
them.
on your finger.
Oh,
Oh,
thank you. Are you sure?
is this a proposal?
Alright.
I
He
do.
looks you up and down as you say that. Yeah, I'm sure. Go on.
Okay. I head off. I'm like polishing my ring back up again as I walk over to the group. Bedtime.
I want to discard the rock on the ground during our walk back to the
So mad
to
at
our
it.
hideout. Yeah.
You
I
don't
scoop
wanna
it back up immediately. You're not getting out of this, Greg.
Bedtime.
Oh,
Bedtime indeed.
point up your ring.
My
Um,
ring.
I dropped it. There it is.
Whoa.
There's it back.
Thank you.
No, I need to put it on your fingers. Role play. This one?
Yeah.
There you go.
We can't even
Right.
see
You can't
it.
see it on camera, but
Right there. There you go.
it's back, baby.
Love Lovely. Oh my gosh, live proposal
Oh my
on
god.
Twitch.
Oh my
We're
god.
doing it live.
I do.
I do.
You do.
We're married now.
Yeah, that's how it works.
That is how that works. A ring exchanged hands.
I do.
Legally, you are married.
We should get engaged soon, to be honest.
Yeah.
Jesus. Okay.
Anyway. So
If we get to the place, wait, are we getting to the place?
Your place.
yeah.
Yes.
Your hovel.
Okay. Okay, give me a moment. I just need to go put some things away, and I go in, and I'm like, I do a quick tidy up where you just stuff things in drawers or something if someone's here unexpectedly.
Like us that day when your parents showed up during the stream. We just run around just throwing shit under the sofa and stuff like that.
I haven't been there in a little bit, so it's like musty. So I open a window and I like am grabbing, I don't know, like a sheet or a piece of cloth, and I'm just trying to fan the room out. Maybe I light a candle. I come back. All right, come on in.
What's the decor in here?
Decor
It's very
is
bare.
it's very bare. There's like there's instruments kind of everywhere in different corners of the place. There's like a stack of bedrolls in one corner just in case people need to stay there. There is like a couple wooden crates that double as storage as well as seating. It has some dried goods. There's some jars of water, and like I guess a simple chair and a desk with a bunch of melted candles on it where Gregor may work on music and stuff. That's pretty much it.
Looking for the posters.
Uh, I've like dusted where the posters were. You can see the outline of it, maybe. But you're not sure.
I have suspicions.
All right, and there's bedrolls here. So you can each grab one and find a spot.
A
Thank you.
sleepover.
Yes,
It's very modest in here.
it is.
That's rude.
It's because if
It's a good
I
thing.
need to make a quick exit or if I'm not here for a while, there's nothing too valuable here. So,
Mm.
I'd prefer it that way. And I
Good
go to
thinking.
the door and I like secure. I have like maybe a bunch of locks on it. Same thing with like windows. I make sure that no one can get in
Yeah.
without us knowing about it.
Right.
That's
Right.
easily done.
Sleep tight.
Sleep tight.
Sleep tight.
Does anybody do anything before they retire for the evening?
Mm.
Yes, but it's too noisy, so no.
Hey, what?
I wanted to pick up instruments, just start playing them to test
Oh,
them out. But
Oh,
it's
fuck yeah.
That's fine. Yeah, you go around. You start like
fuck it. You know what? We
picking
got a
up
bit
a
of time.
tambourine and like.
Do you know how
He's
to
like,
play
no,
all these?
that one doesn't feel right. Picks up a lute. Oh, it's not
Um,
good.
I do know how to play all of these. Feel free. They're all very durable instruments, so you can try what you will.
Can I try?
I pick up the lute. I play it out of tune.
Can I try and make a song
Uh.
with Thal as he's playing out of tune? Like pick up a different instrument and also try and learn it.
Sure. Both
I
of you roll
am.
like performance checks with disadvantage
Oh,
because you've currently been awake for like
a long
17 hours.
it's been a
I'm
long
a fucking
day.
natural.
Oh
Wow.
my god.
It's been a long. Did you really? Did you crash it?
Thal is a natural.
What did you roll, Thal?
Well,
With disadvantage at 30-20.
Oh fuck,
I rolled
nice.
an 11 with disadvantage. As a side note.
Yeah, Thal, you pick it up and like even with a 20, you're not trained in it. You don't know how it works, so it isn't like good, but it's surprisingly a lot better than somebody who's never touched an instrument should be. Like you can play you can play like roughly in tune and like the basic notes again. Like you've never learned how to play an instrument, so you don't know like how to play the different, how to use your hands in different ways for it. But like it's okay. It's like how people play the ukulele.
right.
It sounds good, but
Strum
it
it.
doesn't like.
Can I
do
stop
much.
playing to give Thal a moment?
You coming at me
As he's
personally?
doing well.
Yes. No.
Wait, Thal, keep on doing that. That sounds great. What
Okay.
what did Briar pick up to play?
Oh, pan flute?
Like
I don't know.
another
Sure. Yeah.
pan flute. Okay.
Oh, pan
all right.
flute.
Okay, that's all right. Now, if you do this and I cast Mage Hand and I block different parts of the pan flute, like the airflow, and I say, all right, now just there, and I want her to start. Me helping her with the Mage Hand. She starts playing in tune.
Yeah, sure.
All right, Husker, pick up that drum.
We're at the
This-
end.
Oh, you have the thing.
We're gonna
Oh,
start
perfect.
a band.
Pick up that thing. Okay. Now find what Thal is playing. Right? Find that tone. Okay. Perfect. All right.
Are we making
I
a
sit and
war
listen.
band?
I start whistling. And then with my free hand, I make like a conductor symbol, like and stop. And everybody-
Bro, that
Lovely.
gave me massive Jack Black in School of Rock vibes.
Oh my god, Gregor. Live action Gregor is Jack Black.
Oh my god.
If they ever made a
Incredible.
cinematic retelling of this story, we will make
Be
sure
Jack
that
Black.
Gregor is played by Jack Black.
100%.
Gregor starts
want-
handing out cheap music to us.
But I want Joe to play
Study
Husker.
this.
I must say, if we just take a quick second just to take a break and talk about this. Not an actual break. I just want to know who would play your characters in the live action
I would.
remake of this.
I don't know people.
I want Joe to play Husker.
Good question.
Joe would play Husker. Okay. Jack
No,
Black
it-
would play Gregor.
Shoto Copley.
Who?
Jack Black. Good as Husker.
Shoto Copley is the guy that Neil Blomkamp calls whenever he wants to make a movie. Chappie, Elysium,
Yeah.
District 9.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Deep,
ring a
deep
bell.
cut, sorry.
that is a deep cut.
What about you? Don't know anyone that would play Briar?
All celebrities have left my head now that you asked this question.
Nice.
What if it's what's her name? Let me think. She was in the movie Elf. She's a folk
Oh.
singer, kind of.
Oh, the love interest from Elf?
Yeah. What's her name?
Oh, that would be great. I have no idea, but I know
I-
exactly what
yeah.
you're talking about.
You know what though? I see someone like Maisie Williams playing.
Yeah,
Zoe Deschanel.
Also
that was
playing
Zoe
Briar.
Deschanel?
Yeah.
Holy shit. That's crazy.
Both of them could
I
play.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
Margot Robbie.
Yeah.
That was Steve Buscemi.
Tight.
No, I feel like Thal would have to be
That's
like
fucked
someone
up.
like Chris Hemsworth or like
It's gonna be a big
What?
guy.
yeah.
If I get Crims Hemsworth with my basic ass character, I'm gonna be over the moon.
It's gotta be a sweet.
It's gotta
big
be
guy,
it's gonna be a sweet big boy.
Which Chris Hemsworth
Or The
fits
Rock.
pretty well. Or The Rock.
I can see
I
The
I was
Rock.
actually thinking The Rock.
The Rock.
I didn't want to say it.
Well,
Vin Diesel.
we're talking about no monetary cap here, right? And none of them being
No.
like, hey, why would we play this D&D show? But Vin Diesel would be a good one because he plays
He loves
D&D.
D&D.
Yeah, Vin would actually be
And
interested.
also he's
He'd be
all
like,
about
Dragonborn?
family,
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
you know?
Family.
So.
Family. Dragons. I love it.
Dragons.
Fits too well.
Family.
That's a perfect Vin Diesel right there.
What a weird
That's
dude.
Vin, baby.
The English actor that does all of the mocap stuff,
Oh,
Andy
Redmayne.
Serkis.
Not Eddie Redmayne.
Now who's deep cut?
Not Redmayne. Eddie Hall is the one I meant.
Eddie Hall would not be right.
Why not?
I don't feel
For
like.
Thal, I
Right, so the cast of the live action Ruin and Mireon campaign would be a trip.
Yes.
It would be a trip.
We've got Jack Black. We've got, let's just decide The Rock. Or
The
Vin
Rock.
No, we'll decide Vin Diesel because I like that one. So we'd have Jack Black, Vin Diesel, Maisie Williams, and whoever
Guy
the
from
fuck.
District 9
The guy from District 9.
Or
gets turned into a bug.
a literal bird.
Or just Abbott.
Yeah, can we
Just
just
get a
get a bird?
like,
Or
like,
can
a
we just
parrot
either
that's really
bird
well
or
trained.
Joe?
or like a parrot. Oh my god, like a parrot who can like read its lines. Oh my god, that'd be amazing.
Wearing a
Or
goldfinch costume.
like Eddie Redmayne in a bird costume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, can we... Yeah, I just want to be someone in a fucking bird costume or an actual bird.
They take
Either or.
the exact costume that
Yeah.
you wear.
Like,
Okay, that was
that was mocapped. Songbird's characters, like, fucking... Why does his name just leave my brain? Husker is just someone in a bird costume, not mocapped.
Yeah.
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 I'm hurt.
Right. Weird
That'd be
geeker.
funny as fuck, though.
And the big bad would be voiced by Robert Downey Jr.
Of course.
Really?
Love it.
I don't find his voice very threatening.
That guy that we've totally met already.
Yeah.
That fucked up tiefling.
No, I want to just be voiced by Josh.
Voiced by me.
So, Jeff.
Or
I
it
don't
could
find-
be
I
it
find-
could be like it could be like Renaissance Disney, not Renaissance Disney, like old Disney, like Mary Poppins, where it's like half animated, half live action.
Oh my god. But I don't find you threatening, Josh.
Okay, thank
That's
you.
the problem.
Thank you for that.
That's a good thing, babe.
Thanks,
That's a
babe.
good thing. Thanks, babe.
Wait a minute, we just got married. Stop.
Sorry.
You're ruining the
Sorry.
wedding. Okay, let's get back into it. That was
Yes.
a weird detail, but it was good. I liked it.
I go to bed.
You go to bed. Does everybody go to bed eventually?
Yes.
Anything
Um,
else that want to be done
before-
before?
Before I go to bed, hey Gregor,
Yes.
could you teach me more of this at some point? It's really fun.
Yeah, absolutely I can. It would be a pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'll put it back. I'm not going to keep people up any longer. Good night.
Sure.
I've like laid out all my stuff on my bedroll, so I got like cards and crystals and shit. I'm just kind of sorting them, putting them into neat piles.
I'm gonna
I think I haven't gotten to do my shit. I want any customers.
I'm gonna write my new spells down because we technically leveled up.
Oh, that's right.
I
That is
write out
right.
the arcane symbols and everything. It might
I
be.
got all that stuff.
I would like to be bathed in holy light as my new spells are given to me.
God goes, here you go, buddy.
It's easier. Well, we all want things, don't we, Thal?
What actually happens is that you spend a bit of time in prayer, and the next morning you wake up with a revelation of new spells.
Love it.
Very nice.
I see. We're saving the bathed in light for the big cells. The big
Yeah,
ones.
we're saving the bathed in light for like level 20 shit.
That's fine by me.
And then everyone passes out for the night.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys don't
Has to
wake
be
up. You guys don't wake up until, well, you're an elf, so you
I
wake up.
trance, yeah.
You just trance. You don't actually sleep. But everyone else doesn't really wake up until like a good like 10 a.m. because you guys went to bed so late.
While
Love
I'm
it.
while I'm waiting for them to wake up, do I notice if my fingers have spread at all?
They have not yet.
Okay, that's good.
Yet.
I'll go get them breakfast or something if I can. Like I'll look through the crates for like something I can make into
Yeah,
breakfast.
no, there's like basic rations in these boxes.
I put them out, like I try to make them served as nice as possible. I put like the jerky in like little segments.
Okay, because you're awake like 4 whole hours. You're awake at like 6 a.m.
I take a solid 4 hours to set up breakfast to make
Okay.
it look as nice as possible.
Yeah, and as you guys fade into consciousness, you don't smell anything because it's rations. But when you sit up, you look around and you see 4 sets of nicely set out rations, and Briar just sat at one of them.
Morning.
Oh.
Morning.
Good morning. You've set out some rations. That's very nice of you.
We're gonna have a big day today.
Yes, I believe we are. Right. Thank you. And I pick up the little plate, or I sit down and I start nibbling.
Okay, yeah, they're just basic rations. They are. It's like a mixture of like dried meats and like dried fruit, crackers, stuff like that. Like trail mix,
Cool.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Shitty charcuterie.
Yeah.
My favorite for breakfast, trail mix.
Terrific. Get what you can get.
Small
Alright.
nuts
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
I go through and prepare all my stuff for my spells for the day.
Okay.
Blah, blah,
Dehydrated water tablets.
blah.
Just add water. Just pick out all the nuts.
You don't like nuts. This bird don't like nuts.
No, I'm selecting only the nuts.
Only the nuts.
Are you
I think I'm-
guys?
I think I'm kind of mesmerized by Husker just going. Eat.
Really?
Are you guys coming with me, or am I going alone?
I'm not letting you go alone.
Yes, I believe it is a package deal that they took our 5 gold for, or
Okay.
whatever they took.
I know
I
Husker.
recall that being
Husker
being
didn't want to.
situation.
Yeah, Husker said no.
Husker, what will you be doing then?
Don't know. Where are you going along with
with-
this?
You'll come with us, it'll be fine.
We don't know that.
Well,
You just recruited into a crime ring. You realize that, right?
we're gonna take it down from the inside, right? That's probably easiest way, yes?
No, they're going to cut out your intestines and hang you by them.
They will have to try very hard. to do
They
that.
will. Are you sure you won't let
No.
me sharpen your tusks?
I am positive. My tusks are just fine. They've served me well all of this time. I am okay with the tusks that I have.
Mm.
But we can perhaps rub some coal on them, maybe contour them to make them look sharper than they are.
What?
I'll let you do that.
Contour my teeth.
Contour my teeth. More unrealistic beauty standards.
I'm sick of it, honestly.
Honestly, it's just ridiculous.
Unbelievable.
Thal has like horns, right?
Yeah. I
And
think so.
webs,
Here, one here.
like fins.
Oh,
Like fins. I want to try to
Thank
sharpen
you,
your
thank you.
horns. I pick up the rock. I'm like, all right. I go over to Thal. I start to.
Are you? Do I feel that?
I don't know.
You would feel it, like in terms of the same way you would feel like,
Sharpening your nail.
yeah, like you can feel like the movement. Obviously, there's no like there's by the end of your horns, there's not many nerves. That isn't what horns are for, right? So you can't feel it, but you can feel like it moving the base of your skull. But one thing you do notice, Husker, is as you're trying to sharpen these horns, the horns not even getting scuffed, but the rock is breaking.
Oh, damn.
What are you made of, Thal?
Of stuff? Sorry about the rock.
Tough indeed.
It's just a rock.
Oh, darn. The sharpening rock is rendered moot. That is a
Get
shame.
more. I pulled it off the ground.
Wait, Gregor, that wasn't actually handed down to you by your parents, was it?
No, it was not. I just didn't want to give them gold dice. It was worth a
Making sure
try.
they didn't break your precious rock.
No, it is fine.
I look at Briar for something to sharpen.
Mm.
My ears. I don't have anything
Ear
sharp
tips.
on me, I don't think.
Your nails, I guess.
Yeah, I guess my nails.
Imagine using a
Little
fucking whole rock as a nail
Doesn't
file.
seem right though.
I mean, I guess nail files aren't really a
Nice.
thing back then, though.
No, they were
They are now.
some sort of like pumice stone.
This
most
is us
likely.
inventing a
Hmm.
nail file.
Yeah.
That's how I'm gonna retire. It's my,
So
it's
do
my
you
grand
think
invention.
we all are going with Briar, yes? I look at Husker.
Mm. Very well.
You
Good.
can turn into, like, little animals, right? So if you needed to get out, or whatever. Because you could just, like, be a little spider in my
Mm-hmm.
lapel or
So
something.
Me, I'm worried about
Oh.
you getting yourself into deep trouble. You know that.
Yeah.
Well, that was very brave of you, Briar, to offer your services.
It was stupid.
I wonder if
Uh-huh.
we could have gambled for information instead.
Well, it's too late now,
Not without
So-
something that he wanted.
right?
I would have just put more gold in.
How much gold
Yes,
do
you play for
have?
coin, not for favors.
I don't believe we can back out of this now. It seems that
Oh.
there's probably folks already observing us and making sure we make good on the deal that was made.
I don't have any problems with this. So far.
Then neither do I.
So
And I start getting, like, all my stuff together and head out the door.
Should we have a safe word? I think we should.
Oh,
If we need to get out, I will say something related to the tambourine.
yeah,
But-
okay.
you talk about the tambourine
Oh,
all the time. How are we supposed to
No.
differentiate?
From here
What's the name?
forward, I will only talk about the tambourine if we need to remove ourselves quickly from a situation.
Oh, I don't think you'll be able to keep to that, but sure.
I can do it.
I believe in you.
Steal it yourself.
Thank you very much.
I head out.
Okay.
And go start
I'll
heading
do the same.
towards where he said to me.
It's not a very long walk from where you were to where you're going. So everyone leaves and follows.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Since it's about 10 a.m., the streets are bustling in Beggar's Walk. Even this far up, there are people everywhere. We managed to skip your way through. Everyone roll me
Watch out for
passive
kids.
perception.
15.
You say passive or?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Mine's
16.
12.
12.
Yep.
Okay. As you're walking, you do notice a few people like brush up too close to you, but you like hands on coin pouches. You don't really have to worry about it. Most people hands on coin pouches. You guys make your way through and manage to afford like a 1 or 2 pickpockets pretty easily.
That's good.
And you guys make your way to the alleyway. Upon arriving, you see the guy, which I can describe a bit more now, that he's becoming more of a central theme in this story. Sort
Didn't
of like,
anticipate that, did ya?
no, he is like a very by nature of his job, he was specifically picked because he is an unassuming human. He looks like your average sort of like you know, like muscular, but like a little bit like weight on him, like, you know, like a little bit stocky, average height, like 5'10", guy, like dark brown, maybe black stubble and hair, usually wearing like a jacket that on like a hood up, so you don't really see much of that, but you see like a little bit of like a, not like a fringe, but like as he walks around, like, you know, his like side hair, like where his ears are, you see like his like a little bit like some shaggy black hair, like sort of like slim, sleek features though, like not really common around here for humans to have, not especially not human males to have. Just like very very sleek, slightly feminine features. He sort of like looks up and goes, "Hey princess, how you doing?"
Hi.
Yeah.
Brought the whole gang
Her
guys
name
here.
is Briar,
No,
not Princess.
No,
It's vicious.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Or it's just a nickname.
Out of character,
Dumbass.
I just realized what I did.
That is-
no.
It's always Joe.
It's always
Although
Joe.
and Iona's cover.
Funny story, isn't it, Venus?
It's yeah.
Uh,
Where's my cover name?
I don't care.
I know, but
Ready to go, princess?
sure. Why is that my nickname now?
He like taps the ring on your hand.
Okay.
He like
You're so sweet.
reaches down and shows you the signet ring with the book on it.
Whoa.
Huh? What?
The,
Whoa.
The ring.
What?
It's the.
Oh my God! It is. Right. Gregor, can you give me the letter?
Yes. Oh, yes. I take it out and hand it over.
And I like put the wax seal next to it and look at it.
I assumed you were a fan.
Oh my God. Cool.
Ooh,
You take
what
my-
is happening? Okay, I take that.
The ring?
I don't know.
Would she have known? Would he have known?
I've had it as long as we've been together.
Roll like a retroactive like perception check.
And he
like
has
to-
looked at my hands because of the
Yeah.
whole finger thing.
Interesting.
Perception.
Yeah.
15.
Yeah, it was probably one of those things where you noticed it, but it never really made the connection until now. Yeah, but for pretty much as long as you remember knowing her, she has worn this signet ring with the like the open book on it. Anyway, should we get going?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Cool. And he starts heading down the alleyway away from where you guys came from.
I follow after him.
Okay, takes you a little while because you guys have to make your way past the church that, like past that church district that Dave's god resides in. If I remember correctly, let me make sure though.
It's either that or the other one.
No, it'd be the other one. Oh, no, yeah, the Garden Temple district, yeah. So you guys have to make your way through the Garden Temple district and actually past Corellan's temple. and as you're making your way through, you make your way through that entire district, and then you meet like another gateway that isn't like guarded or
Wait.
anything like that. What's up?
Were we passing by the temple?
Yeah.
Could I real quick just excuse me for a moment, and then head over to the temple to see if the message and flowers were there already?
Oh.
There is. There's a set of like just like wildflowers. Like they were bought from somewhere, but they were wildflowers. That in there's like a little card there with it that says "Rest in peace." And then like the letter with it, like a little note of it that says what did I call the Dragonborn again?
His name
Traz.
is
Traz?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh.
Sometimes you guys ask for names in the moment and I'm not prepared, so I just say them and then forget what I've said. Thank you. I'll write that in my notes now. It says like Traz is out. We're staying in the castle, in Castle's Rest. Come see us if you want.
Gluten bastards.
And then I'll walk back with both the flowers and the letter. They came in. The flowers, not them.
Anything important?
I'll just hand her a letter. They're in Castle's Rest. And they asked us to come meet them if we wanted to.
Maybe we can do
Also,
that.
I mean, since you asked, I think these are yours. And I hand her the flowers.
Oh. I just sort of like walk
Nice.
with them in front of me because I don't really know what to do with them.
As Thal hands over flowers to you, the guy just like turns to Gregor and says, "She's popular, eh?"
I am discovering that. Yes, it seems she is.
Getting some Snow White vibes right now.
I never caught your name.
Oh, we don't really do names.
Weasel one.
But if you want, you can call me John.
John.
Hey.
Does a simple human name, I suppose that's as good as any.
I mean, funny enough, it actually is my name.
Oh. Alright, John. Do you prefer Jonathan, perhaps, or just John?
Jonathan sounds real hoity-toity.
Alright,
Johnny will do.
John.
Right. We're not far. He just like points up like there's like a gate in the distance. The interior walls like around the Castle's Rest. Once you because pretty much you follow those walls to get to the next districts aren't actually that long, especially in these parts. So you guys walk through, and it takes you about an hour or two to get across this temple district, and then once you're on, you see another like residential district for more of the peasantry. But you do see, rather than guards, there is a few guards here and there, but there is mostly patrols of these guys and the similar garb to the man that's currently escorting you.
So are you guys like pally with the guards, or what's the deal?
Well, to be honest with you, the wolf kind of keeps them in check.
The guards?
Yeah. It's a long story that he could probably tell you better, but as far as I'm aware, the wolf did some favors for the crown did some favors for the wolf. They
So they
exchange favors.
work together?
Yeah, I guess.
Cool. I thought they were like a big criminal organization that nobody
Oh, they
talked
are.
about.
Not that no one talks about though, but no, yeah, kind of an open secret. To be honest with you,
Okay. I don't know how that works, but okay.
both sides deny it, but it's actually happening.
Very flagrant about your criminal activities.
I mean, we've got the crown on our side. Why do we have to worry about it?
What exactly are we doing today?
Like I said, dude, I'm taking it to the boss. After that, I won't really have much to do with you, although you do owe me a favor. But I don't really have anything for you to do right now, to be honest. So
Isn't this the favor?
she owes me
Isn't
two.
Two
us giving-
favors.
One of them
I
is
see.
going to talk to the
Wagered
boss,
2 favors.
and the other one I'll cash in at some point.
Sure, John.
Hmm. All right.
Right. And he leads you like through some through the streets and through some back streets until you get to a tavern called The Walk. And he leads you inside. Inside it's pretty much empty. There is a bartender and a few more people in this garb sort of like sitting around, but there's no like patrons by the looks of it. It's pretty empty, but there seems to be like a conversation, it seems like there's more conversation going on as you're approaching than when you enter. There seems to be less people inside than you would expect from the conversation outside. And once you enter, the bartender looks over and then sees there's someone with you and like does a single nod, and then pulls up four small glasses and puts them on the table. John goes, I'm gonna go make sure the boss is ready for you.
Okay.
Feel free to enjoy a drink on us.
I drink.
Can I look around and see if all of the cups or glasses are similar to what everybody else has in their hands, like the regular?
No one else is drinking, but if you look behind the bar, there is like all the glasses. He does just pick up 4 glasses, and they're all the same.
Okay.
They're all like small shot glasses, but they all have like a glass carving of a weasel on them.
Okay.
Oh, the aesthetic.
And the bartender pops a cork and pours in like some like ambery liquid, kind of thick like syrup. And then next one, and then does one for each of you guys. You drink it?
Yep.
Roll me a Constitution save. It's not a particularly high DC. It's just
8.
you're fine. It's your first drink.
I-
It's something if you like critically
s-
failed. It's very
Smell
very
it.
sweet and tangy.
Oh.
Like it's like drinking sweetened lemon juice.
Oh, I take a
drink it
very
as well.
small sip.
Okay, both of you roll Constitution saves.
I'll
Oh.
drink mine too.
All
Why
of
not?
you.
Let me go.
Damn,
Yeah, I'm good.
He drinks really good.
Yeah,
So good.
everyone's
Cheers.
fine. First of all, everyone's fine,
Oh.
but Thal, it barely feels like you've drank anything. The issue is though, is the aftertaste isn't the best, and it's very like it sticks to your mouth, like because of how thick it is. It feels like cough syrup.
You got any water?
No, I can get you another one if you want though.
No, just some.
It takes the aftertaste away if you drink more.
It's not the aftertaste I want to get rid of. It's the like.
That's the best part.
Oh, okay.
Sure, we'll do that. And he like pulls out like a small water skin.
Let's throw some nuts in my mouth. I hold one up like I'm gonna throw it into Gregor's mouth.
Not here, not here. They don't want to mess around too much.
Turn to Thal. Huh?
What is he throwing again?
And
A nut.
Can I want to like swipe it from the air to like say don't mess
roll a
around.
dexterity save.
Daddy.
Okay.
A dexterity check, sorry, not save.
Okay.
We deny him his nut.
Daddy Gregor being
Don't
sitting.
right. Daddy Gregor is not denying anyone their nut. Okay, you stop that.
Well, let's see if he saves or not.
I got a 12.
Sure, it's kind of fumbly. It isn't as cool as you want it to be, but you manage to grab it and then you have to you hit it and then grab it with the other hand and then put it away. It isn't as like hard hitting, but you do grab it out of the air.
You're denied.
I was ready with my mouth open and everything.
I know you were.
Aw.
I hand it over to Thal. Just hand him the nut if you want to give him one.
I'll give him a nut.
I'll do it myself then. I throw it up into the air and catch it.
That's fine. You can do that pretty easily. And that's because some of the people around the room look at you and like do small talk a little bit, but not really anything.
Bitching about.
Sure. I mean, you can try to listen.
Supposed
in
to
if you
item
want
his
to.
nut.
Try listening.
Yeah, roll perception.
Well, they're arguing about nut. Perception, you said?
Mm-hmm.
19.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, and to listen, right?
Sure.
It's like an extra D6.
Whenever the years come up.
So 22.
22. Okay. Yeah.
Interesting.
I'll say only you can listen because you are really part of this. But as they're all arguing about nut over there, you're like listening in and you hear like, no, I think they're gonna be fine. And then everyone goes, I think that big one's gonna make an impact. The other guy goes, which one? Do you mean the one with horns or the one with tusks? And the first guy goes, horns, definitely. And that's really all you get.
I like
Or
lean
Gregor.
into the group and I'm like,
Poor Gregor.
we're getting sized up, by the way.
Of course we are.
But like, I feel like they're placing their bets on who's gonna survive.
Instead
What
of
did-
traitor.
What do you think was happening here?
Like nudge Thal.
That's why you don't show fear. I hold up a nut and I look at the barman. Oh, barkeep, open up.
Oh my god, I apologize for this
He like
feathered
leans
one.
down and goes, don't throw a nut at me.
Me.
In my mouth.
Thank you.
Very well. Offer stands.
I'm gonna keep an eye out for the direction that John went to see.
He went like to like a
Come
little
back.
cupboard under the stairs. There's like a little door and he opens the door and goes into it.
You just crawl into a cupboard?
I mean, it's a door-sized cupboard. It's like
Hold on.
it's
Is-
like a little under the stairs Harry Potter like thing.
Oh,
Is-
he already
is-
crawled in there.
No, the wolf is a figment of his imagination. And he crawls into the cupboard, has a conversation with the wolf, and he comes back out of the cupboard. I see where this is going.
Time though.
He actually is the weasel.
All
Um,
along.
Oh, yeah, the weasel. Yeah, not the wolf. The weasel.
The wolf's the big bad.
That'd be smart, but no. He comes
You have to
back
be
out.
smart.
Really.
Are you guys ready to go?
I
Yes.
pop off the bar stool and walk over.
Yes, more out of nuts. Might as well.
Unfortunate.
That's
Uh,
a joke. I'm never out of nuts. I say to no one.
Just like off stage.
He leads you into like a broom cupboard, but then like pulls up like a little like trap door, and inside of it is like a lever that he pulls, and once he pulls it, like a door like doesn't move but like unlocks and like drops a little bit, and he pushes it open. And there seems like a little passageway behind it,
Secret compartments.
Cool.
and then gestures for you guys to go ahead.
You don't want to leave?
There's only one path, so
Okay.
I need to
I
lock
get
the
lost
door,
still.
So
Is it dark in there?
no, it's lit up by like sconces.
Oh, okay. I lead the way, I guess. I got us into
Gotta
this
look
mess.
around to see if there's any steps out of place or things that may be
Sure, roll
equivalent to
investigation.
traps. I will.
Tech
Is
traps.
this like was this like a small passage? Like narrow?
Uh,
One person wide, or
Yeah, it's one person
Everybody
wide, and probably the
watch
taller
this.
of you would have to hunch a little bit.
I'll be fine.
Got an 8,
Alright,
so
I might shake a tiny bit on the way through, but
Claustrophobic. Aw.
a
Aw.
wee bit.
Ironically, a small bit claustrophobic.
yeah, we could do large claustrophobic.
Large claustrophobic.
Yeah, and you guys like walk down this passageway for like what feels like way longer than it actually is. But you eventually come out to like a larger room, and inside of that there's a few things of note. It's very nature orientated. Like there's the floor is like covered in like leaves and grass, and there's roots coming through the ceiling. There's like vines on the walls, and in the middle of it is a seat carved from like a tree, like directly from a tree. Obviously the top's been cut off, but you can see like the bark up the sides, and you can see where the roots would have gone into the ground, but it's underground, which is very strange. And on top of it's like sort of like a sleek, but like a slim but bulky, like a functional muscle, like monk kind of strength, like where the muscles aren't showy but they still look strong. Man who's like sat on a chair with his like legs crossed over. Seems to be a half orc actually.
Oh.
And he wearing just like a little bit fancier than average clothes, like probably like noble's clothes, but not anything like insane, just like nicely maintained like nicely maintained, like aristocrat clothes rather than noble. Like linens, and he looks up. So
I give him a little greeting with my axe, tap it to my forehead.
He just gives you a single nod backwards. Backwards back. I mean, that would also work, but no, he gives you a single nod. Right. Who do we have here? Sorry, there was a bit of confusion over your name.
Famous.
Famous. Right. And what about the rest of you?
I am called Gregor.
Gregor. I do not buy.
I
Lord
love
Husker.
Husker. Yeah.
Shake my head.
You rude.
Bird.
Bird works.
Bird. Right. And you?
Thal.
Thal. Right. Greetings. My associate here, and he points towards John, told me you were minorly indebted. I don't care about that, to be honest. I don't do debts. So I have work for you if you would like to take it, otherwise you may leave.
What's the work?
Do you know much about the city?
No, I'm new here.
Right. What about the rest of you?
I know a bit.
Right.
A decent amount.
Bird, what would you like to share today?
Not much.
Is there anything I can do to make your stay here a little bit more comfortable until you decide to leave? Drinks, food?
Do like what you've done with this place.
Thank you.
The aesthetic is quite nice.
I'll take a drink if you have any. I don't really care what. Just
All
not
right.
that syrupy stuff.
Alright. That is, yes, it's fine. The amber liquid, right, I'll make sure they don't give you that. Drinks all around, or?
Gotta pass.
Sure, I will take one.
Yes, please.
Just drinks all around. If anyone doesn't want them or wants them, they can leave or take. Food?
No, we just have breakfast. I'm good.
No, thank you.
Right. Can somebody bring seats? He seems very tired, if you can't already tell. He can somebody bring seats? And after a while, if people bring like a few like wooden stools, nothing of like note, but you may take a seat if you would like. Yes, so even though we are all part of the same organization, I don't really know much about those around me, and I would like to change that. So I was hoping that you could all gather some information about the other faction leaders within the city. I don't know if that's your speciality. If not, I can get you a different job if reconnaissance doesn't suffice.
Do you have any
Wh-
hints on how we could go about that?
If I knew how to do it, I wouldn't be hiring you.
Well, I guess.
Are you just looking for any kind of information?
I guess I don't. If you would prioritize the wolf, that would be amazing. But I understand that that might cause you an issue with it being the big boss and all.
You got a problem with him
That'd be easy.
or them?
That depends. Is this between us two, or is this going to be shared with everybody?
I mean, it's between us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Our two parties is what
Yes.
I meant.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
I do have a minor problem with the wolf, yes.
What? What's your grievance?
Only persuasion.
Hmm.
8.
Not very.
I don't really know you that well yet.
Are you? Aren't you part of the same organization? Or are you separate from?
No, it's very complicated. Think of it as a city made up of different smaller cities within it. States,
Right.
some could say. Although it
see.
is all governed by one person, each individual place has its own rules and opinions on the other places.
Novel concept.
Do you see?
Mm-hmm.
I do.
It is an endless power battle. But to be honest, I just want to be over with. I have a grievance against particularly the wolf, and that is about it. Other than that, I don't care.
Is it a personal thing?
Is it?
Yes,
Hmm.
So it's not about how they run the place.
I couldn't care less.
Is it something to do with like people in your life,
I said we'd talk
Or-
about it in the future.
or is it you?
Hmm.
Sorry that we asked so much. It's just maybe if we knew a bit about this, perhaps we could use it to track him down better.
Right. Rob persuasion, Thal.
15?
15's pretty good. Right, so the issue is, yes, I have a personal history with him. He has only been the wolf for a short amount of time. And the one before him was a friend of mine.
Hmm.
That is up for question, but regardless, he did not go the proper way about doing things, and I do not agree with what he did. So therefore, I would like to dethrone him, and that is it. This isn't open. This isn't secret. He knows I do not care for him, but the same way as I cannot raise my fist against him, he cannot raise his against me. That's just how it works here.
And are we to refer to you as the weasel? Or do we call you by a
as-
different name?
As soon as you say the weasel, he like grimaces a little bit. I guess so.
Mr. Weasel?
You don't like weasel, huh? It's
We
not
can call you
It's not a-
something else.
It's not a great name.
That's a great name.
You should rebrand.
I cannot. The names are assigned by the wolf.
I see.
What? Oh, fuck the wolf.
Have you always been the weasel?
No.
Is that new as well?
Yes.
Mm.
What were we before?
The jackal.
Better. Ooh,
Cooler.
That sounds
That's a cool title.
much cooler.
Jack.
Thank you.
Will you guys call me the Jackal?
No, he's the
No,
jackal.
we'll talk about that later.
Would it be the Jackal?
That'd be cool. I could be a Jackal.
That was his title.
Do you have a name, man? You seem to not like Weasel.
We do not use names. I'm sure you've been told that already.
Yeah, that's weird.
So
That is true.
no, I am the weasel until otherwise fixed. For now.
I'm gonna call you Jack.
You may refer to me as you wish.
You want to be the wolf,
Good
Right.
question.
As I said, I don't have any cause for heightening my standard. If I did, then that would be proving the name right.
Mm.
Well, perhaps we just call you Future Wolf then.
I just don't want him to be it anymore.
Like, so you'd be equally as happy if you just go back to being Jackal?
I would be equally as happy if I went back to being nothing and he just wasn't the wolf anymore.
Alright, well, you could solve both of your problems by becoming the wolf.
Sure, but I can't fight him.
How
Why
old is
not?
this guy?
It's against the rules. The guy that you're talking to,
Mhm.
the half orc.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to place since half orcs
Age difference.
age very differently, especially to you. They mature at about 13, so they become adults at 13.
But he looks. Does he look like a young adult or an
He
old
should
adult?
know.
He looks about middle age.
Gregor should be able to place.
Gregor would probably have to place pretty easily. Gregor, you could see he's probably around your age, if not slightly older than you.
Okay.
And how old is the wolf? This new wolf? Do you know? Or in terms of generally, he's a teenager or
He's young. He's a young adult.
okay. So
Young wolf.
most of us.
Sure.
Alright, and do you know of a place in town or in the area where they might congregate or where we might go and discover information about them?
Sadly not. The only way I could tell you that is if I was risking unveiling everyone.
I see.
And I do not have any grievances with everybody.
Do you know if the others have any alliances? In
I do
terms
not.
Of... Okay.
That's why I'm hiring you to find out information for me.
Okay.
I wish I could help more, but if I had the information that you seek, I would not be hiring you.
That makes sense. I just don't know how much info you have in the first place.
All I can tell you is, have you got a map?
That's
Yes.
getting a lot of mileage.
He maxed down on the map. Oh, actually, no, you got a map of the world, not of Citadel. He actually pulls out a map of Citadel, and maxed out the different areas for you. So now the map that you have as players, you now have as characters.
Nice.
So he maxed down
Okay.
all the different areas and districts within the city for you, and hands it out. That map is expensive. Either you can keep it and I'll take it off your overall pay, or you can give it back when you're done and we'll just call it. It's just maps are expensive, so.
We can give it back
Okay,
once
sure.
we're done.
Yeah.
Ah.
Alright.
Punch my table.
So is that it then? We just go and we start and we report back to you?
I would suggest the owl is well mannered and knowledgeable. It might be a good first port of call, but it's really up to you what you do.
Is the owl an
Yeah,
ally
wait.
of yours?
The owl is the owl,
Okay. So none of you are allied with
not
you.
outwardly.
Okay.
With anybody.
Okay.
I understand all this need for clandestineness, but can we just cut to the chase? And if we get the opportunity, you just want us to execute him? We could just kill him.
I don't care what you do. Yes, that would suffice. I'm not
Hey,
taking
like that?
a moral high ground here. It would be hard to get to the wolf, though. But if you wish, as far as I can tell from certain sources, it would do everyone a favor.
That sounds good, and you'd do us a favor by compensating us for said killing?
But would upset the power. It would create a power vacuum within Citadel, and the days following would not be nice for certain people. It's just something to bear in mind.
Well, you fill it. You fill the power vacuum. That's how it works. Right?
Sure.
You seem unenthusiastic about this
I'm
idea.
very tired. I apologize.
Do you need a nap? What's going on? You're trying to put on this air of power and dominance, talking to these, lowlifes. But here you are being hospitable to us. Are you new to being a crime boss? Like, what's going on here? I'm confused.
Husker.
Do you know a lot about being a crime boss, Husker?
I've been around. It's just, I don't know what this guy is. Where's the real weasel? You're not the weasel. Tell us where the weasel is.
Okay, we will be.
Bud, I find it easier. I find it safer if you rule, and your subjects are your friends. They tend to not rebel and betray you if you treat them nicely.
It's an interesting thought.
That is wise. That is very wise.
Until they walk all over you.
And then they get dealt with. Luckily, no one quite yet has walked all over me. But I will not tolerate your disrespect, Bird.
That's alright, very well. Alright. Don't deal with me, huh?
What payment are you looking for?
Oh, look at them.
100 gold should do just fine.
And that is for the full package. That is for information gathering and possible assassination if you get the opportunity.
100 gold plus expenses.
You're per diem.
You can have 50 golds of expenses. Any more than that, you pay for.
It's 150 total, give or take.
Pretty good contract.
That's fair.
Yes.
Yes.
He puts out his hand.
Are we doing like? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, not all hands in. Got it. Alright.
1, 2, 3, murder.
1 second. And then after he shakes your hand, does anyone else shake his hand? Because like after you've stopped, he moves over to the next person.
Sure.
Okay, to Husker, do you?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, everyone roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Ah, we touched him, damn it.
I don't like this half orc on half orc violence.
Wow.
I roll a natural fucking 1.
Davey.
Oh, 17. Okay.
That's for saying Husker instead of Bird.
Yep.
That's for fucking up on the name front.
Ah, you asshole.
No, wait. Again, it was Joe who said it first. Joe dropped your names again first, yeah.
Wait, did I say
I could have sworn I did that before Joe this time.
It may have been marginally, but the first time I heard it was when Gregor said it.
That's true, yeah. I started going off on a tangent. He's like, Husker. Damn it, Joe.
Every time,
Every time, Joe.
Look, I'm taking part responsibility for this as well.
Hey.
Alright.
Alright, wow.
I didn't hear him, and I did it anyway.
At least in this situation, we can say that Gregor isn't used to subterfuge.
Yeah, I mean, it makes
Super
total
true.
sense. It makes total sense.
Yeah.
It's just funny.
I guess neither is Thal in that case.
Yeah, Thal doesn't seem
We
like he's
both
used to
suck at this.
subterfuge.
Good boys. Good boys.
No one notices the difference, by the way. That isn't a conscious saving throw where you guys all like know you resisted something. That's just an annoying mechanical thing of the game where I have to make you roll a wisdom saving throw, but you guys wouldn't know it was happening.
Okay. And we don't know for a fact. At least not
And wait for this to fuck me over later.
Yeah, does that mean we resisted and we just don't know it, or does someone fail
You don't
and gonna
know.
eat shit later?
You don't
I don't
know.
know.
You don't know anything happened apart from you shook his hand.
Oh, damn it.
Okay, cool.
Can we just come back in here now? Because we know the way in? Or...
No, I will request. You can enter the walk anytime. But there will be precautions taken. I hope you understand.
And do we get fancy cloaks? Since we're part of your team now.
You would want a cloak of the weasel. I don't want a cloak of the weasel. You may have one, but I don't see why you would want one.
Well, perhaps we can take 4 of them and have them with us if we need to don them.
Sure, and then a few seconds later, like a human comes out and hands with a pile of 4 folded cloaks.
Thank you.
Lovely.
Do not
I
take
hold
one.
it up to see if it'll fit. Yeah,
they're
this looks about right.
one size fits all. They're very large, so it would fit you nicely. It'd be a bit small on Thal, and it would drown Briar.
We'll have to take this one in for you, feathered one. And for you,
I can't play that.
you. I point at Briar. I don't
You.
For
Not
you.
sure what name.
Good.
You.
He's learning. You.
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 Yeah, okay. Are you gonna keep an eye on us?
Yes.
Okay. Should we go?
So at any point we could wave and you'll know we were waving to you.
Oh, God. No.
It's rolling.
That isn't how that works.
Oh.
But please, as much haste as you can muster.
Very well. Okay.
And we'll
Shall
take
we?
a break there.
A break? Or...
Just a quick break.
Okay.
A break.
Quick break.
And as quick as we left, we return. Welcome back. And just in time for Project Dark Cloud finishing the Warner breakdance.
Nice. That was a good dance.
Yeah, so we left just before the break. We left off. You guys had just about finished conversation. We did cut it a tiny bit shorter than I wanted to because I knew the alarm was about to go off. So you guys were about to finish your conversation. I don't think much else was going to be said. So if anyone wants to say anything, let me know. But otherwise, you guys will be escorted back out by John.
Yeah, I was about to leave anyway.
Yep.
Okay, and you guys got led back out by John. The drinks did come eventually, by the way. They were like just like general ale, like decent quality, not like high quality, but like not like piss and water
Swill.
quality at the same time. You know what I mean? It's like just like your average ale, and you get taken back up to the walk, and then led outside. At which point, John goes, "Do you need me anymore, or should I like skedaddle?"
You don't happen to know a way into the owls area?
Well, it's just the same, but the opposite side. So it'll take you quite a while to get there. But really, they're not private areas. You just
Oh no, but I meant more like specifically like
Oh,
you
talk
at
to
this bar.
no, not really. Sorry.
Okay. That's fine.
Usually, the best way to, in my opinion, the best way to get their attention is to make a splash in their area. It might not be a good reaction all the time, but you definitely get an audience.
We can do that.
Biggest splash, huh?
Stage a fight between the two big boys.
Like,
Ooh.
let me roll an intelligence check. Real quick.
Should I play a song really loudly?
Yeah. Bigger splash.
Now you gotta fight.
Man's
Bigger
smart.
splash.
Wait, the owl likes knowledge. If you have something for him, or if you like steal some sort of like, I think there's a big library in his area. If you steal like a book or something, you might be able to get his attention
Oh,
or their their attention.
I'd steal a book anyway, so that's fine.
Okay. Well, then that's our plan.
Sure.
Hmm.
Okay.
I feel bad. I feel like we should pay you for helping us.
No. it's
No,
fine.
I don't think we need to.
No, I disagree.
Well, now they said no. I kind of want payment for it.
Well, sorry, Johnny.
No, I'm kidding. He like do like a quick tap on Briar's shoulder as and then like as he walks by, he like gives I don't know like Thal like a tossle as he, like slinks back behind him, and then makes his way out of the alleyway.
He's kind of familiar, isn't he?
I mean, check your coin purse.
I don't know. Right.
You shook my chain. I think he would have gotten anything.
Yeah, not that kind of familiar.
What, like you've
Do you
seen
know
him
him?
before?
No, not like he was coming on to you, bro.
Was he?
Calling you princess? Really, girl? Are you really that dense?
I don't talk to boys,
Okay.
so
Take it from me. That guy was making a pass at you.
Hmm.
Oh, come on.
I'm kidding. He's not my type.
Good.
But it's compliment still, and I start like heading off
Sure.
towards the church again.
Good attitude.
Right.
Val, you shake my head. Keep an eye on her, huh?
Can I start like
I
while
have
we're
been.
walking, pressing the wildflowers that Thal gave me over in my spellbook? Just
It's about how to do by walking.
yeah, I'm just like pushing them. I'm not actually properly doing
sure,
it. I'm
yeah.
just putting them in between the pages and closing the book.
Sure, yeah.
Smashing flowers in a book.
Just squeezing them.
Here you go,
You
Owl.
guys, because you guys have the letter, you could try your luck at getting directly through the city rather than going all the way around the outside again.
No, that'd be fast.
Oh, hell yeah.
It would be a lot
Yeah, let's
faster.
do that.
Let's give that a shot.
Awesome.
I tried to affix it to my neck with a piece of string like a VIP pass.
So you make
I'm
a
holding
little
it
hole
out.
in the in like the sealed letter. You make like a little hole and then put like a piece of string through it. You guys get to the gate just for ease of speed. You guys can get into the castle rest and heroes rest, but you can't get into
Actual
castle proper. So you can make your way around the smaller circle in the interior, but not quite all the way through the
It's still
doors.
faster.
It is a lot faster.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Like a day's travel faster.
Can-
Oh wow. Okay.
While we're walking through those areas, can I like just keep an ear out for general goings on of Wolf's Men or the Fox or the Spider?
Inside Castle's Rest and Heroes Rest,
Yeah.
you don't really.
No.
No.
Okay.
You can keep an ear out though if you want to make a perception check for just general like gossip.
Sure.
Yeah, roll ahead. Go ahead, roll.
I mean, I assume I start off looking for that information and then get access.
Just like I'll let you know, the way to look at it, anyone that I'm not saying no one is involved with them, but anyone that isn't outwardly talking about being involved with a criminal element in the
No.
slums.
I just hoped that
Inside
there would
the castle
maybe be
rest.
like we'd walk past some nobles having a hush
No, not
conversation
really.
or anything. Okay. I rolled a 7 anyways.
Oh no, you're not really much at all anyway.
Too
You're
busy
still
with
thinking about the
compliment.
guy who has a crush on you, according to Husker.
Implying it's not
So
true.
where do we find this library?
I'm gonna assume if this is the Owl's area that the library will be like one of the biggest buildings, right?
I think that's fair.
They're all about knowledge, so I kind of just look around for the biggest building there.
Well, as you get there, yeah. As you get there, you do see everyone like a very similar thing with Weasel's Walk is like there's a lot less guards and a lot of them are like in these sort of like navy blue robes with like a silver like grey more like trim and like thread and stuff. There's no like particularly large building that you can see. A lot of the buildings are very tall. Like a lot of the housing in this district specifically is higher quality, but more people live in it. So like in the last place, there's a lot of small slum-like buildings. These ones are like 3 or 4 story tall buildings, but they like every room has a family in them. From what like it's like a general like idea. Obviously, you guys wouldn't know that, but like as a general idea of what this area is like. So it's still the same low quality housing, just in a different way. So you can't really see any tall buildings because as soon as you enter, there's a lot of tall buildings around you.
Damn it. I guess we can ask around.
Right. Excuse me, you. I go up to whoever's closest. That may be whoever.
To be fair, if
Do
you
you
run into the
know-
gate, the person closest is probably going to be one of the guards, like one of the actual Crown's guard.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Alright.
Um,
Like asking a cop for directions.
yeah, pardon me. God, do you know where the library is?
Which one are you looking for?
The main one, the main library.
The big one.
Right. Wait, I'll just go. And he like points over to the other guard on the other side of the door. I'm just gonna go make sure. I need to confer. And he like sort of walks over. And a bit of conversation happens. I need to check something quickly.
Okay. We're just looking for the library. We can be on our way if
Just want to read.
you don't know where it is.
You asked a bad question.
No,
Did I
as he
answer that
comes back, he's like, Yeah, no. If you you're probably looking for Spectator's Eye. If you go down the main road for about 6 blocks and then turn to the left, it's a fairly wide but low building. It's very different to the rest of the stuff here. You'll see it pretty easily.
Spectator's
The reason
Eye.
I'm sorry if I oh no, George, just making sure it was open still because it was like restoration projects going on and it shut down for a while.
I see.
So.
Right. Well, thank you for the directions and the information. I turn around and head towards wherever. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys start making your way there?
Yeah.
You guys
Yes.
talk or anything? I'll just make you way there. Just because it's like a little bit of a, it's a little bit of a walk. If you guys want to talk about something before you got there, now would be the time. That's all.
Should I be disguised? Because
Why?
just well, I mean, it wouldn't matter because you guys wouldn't be. Never mind. Just because we're quite identifiable, if we can cover our tracks in some kind of way, like, because if someone saw us going into the weasel and then coming
Right.
over here and going into the owl and then going into the next place, like, they're gonna catch on eventually.
Let's just be quick.
Are we really going to steal a book?
Are we really gonna kill the wolf?
Yeah, the crime boss.
We're
Get
not
qualms
really
about
doing anything. We're just. It's a big information gathering situation at the moment.
I'll kill him.
Okay. What if the wolf is really amenable and really nice?
Doesn't sound like he is. I don't think you get to that position of power by being nice.
I think
Do remember
there's no
as well.
way about killing him.
Just something to remember: the Queen asked you to deal with him. That was your entire job for the crown.
No, we got double job.
Deal with.
Right.
That's right. Let's kill this shithead.
Well, can't we just put him in jail? I mean, we have jail for a reason.
And what would be the point? Put him in jail.
I don't.
Clearly, everybody just wants him dealt with. Let's just kill him.
I
We
don't
get
think
double
that they
payment.
can.
Then we do whatever the hell we want.
I don't think that they can put him in jail, Thal, because he's a crime lord, and he's just walking around. I don't think that
Yeah.
they have any
Right.
way of putting him in jail. Like, they don't have anything on him that they can use.
That's right. That's how it works.
Isn't that our job to find stuff for them to use?
But
If you
isn't the stuff for
want.
them to use that he runs the criminal organization in town?
And that they may work together in general.
He's done favors for the crown, and the crown's done favors
Right.
for him, so they're in cahoots in some
Yes.
Well,
sort of
now
way.
she's trying to get rid of him.
Well, the
She's trying to
last
double
wolf.
cross him now.
She's probably trying to get rid of this new one like the weasel is.
Okay. I don't really
Well.
care either way. Two people have hired us to kill him. So we get double pay, huh?
Hmm.
And who cares what happens?
But first, we must steal a book. Are you just going to grab it and run? You seem like you've stolen books before. In fact, I do recall that you just have.
I did just steal a book, yeah.
Right.
I'm not well
History.
versed in thieving.
God, you get honestly, if you steal one more book, you get to pay. You get to mark us into a rogue and pick the book stealing
Book
subclass.
stealer.
Very
I'm
specific.
Knowledge thief.
Knowledge. Oh, that's cool, actually.
I am not well versed in crime, but that is why I think this will work, because I'm trying to get caught. Right?
See,
Sure.
wait. Are we trying to get caught?
We're trying
Yeah.
to not get caught
What
by
if-
the crown guard, but get caught by the owl.
What if, let's say that we are actually stealing a book.
Okay.
If we don't get caught, and then bring it to the owl as a sign that we can pull that off.
Both work, yeah.
We don't know where the owl is, though. Though if we steal a book that is perhaps magnificent, and we go to a inn or a cafe and just peruse the book in open sight, maybe the owl has little smaller owls looking around the city, and we'll get word to them.
They're called outlets, dear.
Outlets.
And that, but we want to pull off the actual crime well then? Because the Crown's Guard are probably going to be the ones that get called in to sort it.
Perhaps not.
Maybe we want the library. Are there library guards? The librarian? Maybe we get scolded from the librarian that we have to check that out.
Oh, that would suck.
Because I can...
There are knowledge gods.
There are knowledge gods. I can take the form of the last book thief again. Maybe we can make a person out of this.
Yes, yes.
They're the book thief person. And then if
Oh,
I
an
get
entity.
caught, I can maneuver my way out by being not that person anymore. Do you know what I'm saying?
I think I do. Yes, let's try it.
So
But I think it has to be a really nice book.
I'll go in recklessly as that ginger
Mm-hmm.
and steal the best book I can find. Or do I want to take a bunch of books? What's
The best one.
the best one? The
The
most
best one.
expensive looking?
I think quality over quantity.
Okay.
Yes.
Probably something that's likely to be locked up.
Yes, smash the case.
Okay. Is anyone else coming with me inside? Or
Um,
No, you're the book thief.
I am the book thief, and you don't want to be associated with the book thief. But you
No,
can
here's-
be a little bird or something.
You could be the book thief, and then you run out with the book. And then the three of us catch you. Book thief.
oh. That is smart.
Make you guys look like good guys. That works.
Yeah, like we got her. Got the book thief.
The book thief.
I don't like making you take the fall for something alone, especially not in the eyes of actual guards.
You want to be the book thief?
I mean, I'm fine being the book thief. I don't particularly care for Citadel in any particular way. It's not like you have your church here and you have your home here, and you don't want to be the book thief as a Husker. But I don't have any allegiance here, so I don't mind taking the fall.
Well,
Sounds good.
okay, so we catch. Are we gonna catch
Yeah, you guys catch.
as she comes up? Okay,
And
all right.
Where will
what?
you guys be so I can run towards you?
The door.
Just at the door? Okay.
Yes,
Sure.
just talking.
Well,
Talking about
we'll
both.
be perhaps maybe a half a block down from the entrance, so that when you exit and you look like you're trying to get away quickly, we can say, "Stop, you!"
Hey, you.
You
Roughly.
violated the law.
Except we will make it sound really, really good and convincing.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, good luck.
Mask many faces turn into the ginger thief.
Ginge.
Thief. I've heard
Oh.
of you.
I head inside.
wait a second.
Oh.
So we catch you as you run out.
Yep.
Hand you over to the guards.
And
I think
Someone will
hand
come
you
out
over
and
to-
tell us.
show off your little
This
crown
ways.
thing. Be like,
Right, we'll
"Oh,
show off the
we'll
crown.
Take
It's-
her right up. She's been a
Yeah.
hassle in several districts now. The queen asked for her specifically, and you can pretend that that's what the letter says, maybe. Like, go catch the book
Okay.
thief for me.
It's of utmost importance.
Yeah.
Me, the queen.
Is,
Get the
how's that
thief.
going to lead us to the owl?
Well,
Well,
we're gonna. I
yeah.
think we'll usher you back into the library and say something to the effect of, "You." I'll speak loudly. "You, book thief, have been caught. You've tried and failed at stealing this magnificent book, but here, we return it to this lovely library, and hopefully, people will hear us do that. Yes."
Yeah, make sure to make a comment about how knowledge is really important to you, you know? Like,
Yes.
How dare you steal knowledge?
My favorite part about these campaigns, my favorite part about all of this is Dave is always the voice of reason.
Are we thinking this through? We're heading her over to the fucking guards. The owl isn't going to come along like, yo, sick.
no, don't hand me over to the guard.
No, We are not going to hand it over.
You
We're gonna
pretend.
go make her apologize to the owl for stealing the important knowledge.
And worst case scenario, if they don't go for that, then you pull out the queen card and pretend you're taking me to the queen.
They will just leave.
We just
They will just
taking me off the-
bail.
Yeah.
Right.
Try something else. We've got an escape plan. Don't worry about it.
It's okay. Like
It's
run past
okay.
books. It's okay.
If you say it's okay, then fine.
And then I run in and start
Okay.
looking for the expensive
Okay.
food
As
while
you-
I'm walking.
As you head inside, it is a stout building compared to the ones around it, but it's still like 2 stories tall, just like a piece of note. And as you start approaching it, it's made of like the whitest marble, incredibly shiny. Into the walls and the pillars are carved like people reading book and then reading like books, and as they start there reading books, there's like this is obviously a carving, so it's all made out of marble, but there's like an illusionary hand flying out of the book holding up the rest of the pillar, and that's like carved into the pillar, like lining this entrance. And the whole motif is about like a knowledge lifting up the foundations of the building and such. You know, like the whole thing revolves around that. Sorry, knowledge and promptly return books, an epic journey. And as you start to enter, there's like these massive bay windows that are like of the clearest glass, very clear for like this time specifically. You know, like a lot of medieval glass was like sort of foggy and dirty, but this glass is like incredibly clear and transparent. As you enter, you see in the center of the room, there's just different books floating in a circle at different levels. Some of which you can tell aren't real books in terms of that they're like carved marble slabs that look like books that are revolving in a way that act as stairs that head upwards, and they slowly revolve like an escalator. That if you stand on one book, you get slowly taken upwards.
That is cool.
But there's real books surrounding that, and you see there's somebody slowly like making their way up on this thing, and they just reach out and grab a book and then start reading it as they start heading upwards. The whole place is like lined with these dark, like mahogany like bookshelves, just filled with books, and there's different sections that as you start to read, you see there's like ancient history and modern philosophy and current affairs and all these different sections as you enter. The entire place, it feels much larger from the now you're inside than it looked on the outside. You don't know if that's like an illusion or anything, because the rest of the city is so packed and compact, and the inside of this building feels so open. But it feels like stepping into a new world as you enter. Honestly, it is beautiful. Like the statues of some of the great philosophers of the world, and the statues of the different depictions of the different gods of knowledge, all holding up the second floor. There's every single one of the bay windows has like a booth where there's like pillows and like drinks tables and stuff like that, where you can sit and read your book in the light. And that's it, really.
Can I like go to one of the random statues of the gods holding up the knowledge and just be like, I'm so sorry for what I'm trying to do.
God forgive me.
I will come back, but like in a good way, I swear. Can I cast detect magic and specifically look for a magic book?
Yeah, you can cast detect magic as an action.
No, I'll ritual cast it, so I'll take my time.
Right.
Or will they not let me?
I'm just saying ritual. Like, there's something people forget. Ritual casting requires that you draw a ritual circle on the ground.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, and stuff like that, and like sit up with candles, and that's what the 10 minutes of ritual casting is. It's setting up candles and small like figurines and like drawing chalk circles on the ground and stuff. It's quite something that you wouldn't really do in the middle of a very elegant
I forgot about that. Yeah.
giant.
I question
room.
you.
Disguise self isn't a concentration spell. It's just an hour-long spell, supposedly,
I
according
believe so,
to my
yeah.
character
No, I believe
sheet.
so, yeah.
So therefore, I'll just do detect magic as an actual spell.
I mean, ritual doesn't get rid of that concentration either. So if you cast a ritual spell, that's concentration. You
Yeah.
still And so what I'm saying is you wouldn't have benefited from it anyway, apart from not using up your spell slot.
Yeah, I know, that's why
Okay.
I wanted to do it.
Okay, yeah, so you cast Detect Magic.
Yeah.
And as you're looking around, you don't really see many of the books are magical. There's a few. There's actually, inside of every bookcase, there is one, like, small bead of just, like, magical energy that you can't quite place. And you go up to it and you look around, it's, like, inside the wood. And you don't particularly know what that's about. But that's in every single bookcase. But specifically on the second floor towards the back of the room of, like, the library, you see a very large, like, square of magical energy that just radiates out. Like, the way I see it is like night vision. It's like heat sight. You know, like it's like so when you look at it in that direction, you just see like a bunch of white, and you can't quite designate shapes because the whole thing is just like bathed there. So you could get closer if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'll get closer.
So you step on this like rotating thing, and yeah, so you notice as you're stood on it, it slowly rises up in the air as it rotates, and as one book hits the top, it drops down to the bottom and becomes the first step of the next one. It's like this rotating like double helix, like DNA strand as it rises up and rotates around the middle. And as you reach the top, you see in one corner is a large glass box that has books within it. That seems to be glowing very, very brightly using your detect magic.
It's going to be harder.
If you
than
turn
we
it off for a
thought.
second, I'm gonna say you can toggle it a little bit because you can still concentrate it, but you can turn it on and off.
Yeah.
If you turn it off, you can see inside that room there's like a bunch of it's very reminiscent of the like vacuum. No, I don't think they're actually vacuum, but like the way that they keep ancient books now, like, you know, to keep them from like degrading a bunch. It's like the rooms that are like a stagnant temperature, and you have to like wear like hazmat suits to go in there and like handle the books and stuff. But one thing of note is there is books lining the outside of it, like bookshelves, but in the middle there is a plinth, and on top of that is another small glass box with a book inside of it on the plinth.
Oh,
That's the book.
That's the book.
That's the book.
The one. Alright, book thief.
That's the winner book.
For a
Go get him.
second, I'm just like, oh, I hate it. I hate everything about what I'm about to do.
You were so down for it.
Oh.
Oh.
It's not like we could have made up a different plan or anything.
Yeah, you were like, yeah, I'm the book thief.
Yeah, but she loves fucking books.
Yeah, so steal it.
She, is there anyone around me?
There's a few people milling around. No one that really looks like they work here. It looks like people like picking up books and then reading it, and like there seems to be like a blue, like a not maroon, turquoisey tiefling who's like reaching over the edge of like this banister like way too far, trying to reach a book that's floating off, and she's like trying to grab it and it keeps just falling out of her hands. And I did D20.
Should have fallen.
I lost my D20. One moment. There it is. And she starts to fall. She's like starts to slip over it.
Can I catch her?
Oh,
Yeah. Roll dexterity save. Oh, I'm so sorry about that.
Dexterity
Nice.
save.
Yeah.
17.
Nice.
Yeah, you managed to grab her.
Okay.
Roll me a strong
Okay.
check as well.
Just straight strength.
Just straight strength.
Oh boy.
13?
Yeah. So as she's about to tumble over, you grab like the back of her like tunic and pull her back on. And she's actually managed to grab the book as well. And she like turns around and goes, "Oh, thank you. Now that she's like returned, she's about your height, if not slightly smaller. And she's got this, which is very unusual for a tiefling. She's got this bright blonde hair that like sort of like rolls down her shoulders, like almost like actually yellow, and like rests in like a it's kind of a weirdly it like drops down like a teardrop and then goes towards the back and has like it's like framing her body. And she like turns. She's like, "Thank you. Would I? Thank you."
oh
Book?
shit.
And it seemed like you wanted that book.
How can I like say thank you for this though? It feels like I should because I nearly fell, but I don't have any money, and we're in a library.
I don't understand the last part, but
Like, if we were at like a tavern, I could buy you a drink, although I don't have any money. And she like grabs, she like taps his book against her like face a few times.
you know what? Do you know where the librarian is?
Oh, Albert.
Albert.
And she like looks around and she like points down on the first floor again. There's sort of like this old oaken desk that seems to be like carved out of like an old ship bow. Like there's like even still like urchins and stuff attached to it, and like there's like the drapery over the actual desk is like a sail of like an old ship, and there seems to be like this older like human man behind it.
How old are we talking?
Like late 40s, early 50s.
So not that old.
Not that old, but like older than you.
Yeah, no. Just he's not so old that if I ran past him, he wouldn't be able to catch me.
No, not quite.
Okay. Can you get him out of here?
Why?
That would repay me.
Yes, but why?
I saved your life. That is why. You don't have to.
No, you're in a library, correct? So you're inquisitive.
I am.
As am I, so why?
No, I mean, I don't need repayment. You could just leave and read your book. You asked me what you could do.
But you do like books.
I do like books.
Right. And she like reaches into her like pocket and pulls out like a small card and hands it to you. I restore old books. You could stop by and I could give you a book restoration or something?
Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Enjoy, and I read what the title of the book is.
It's Beasts and Bonds animal training book.
Enjoy.
And she like walks off and sits at like a table.
And I roll my eyes and get annoyed that I have to continue doing what I'm doing. And so let me clarify. I'm outside of a room that's glass.
It looks like glass.
Looks like glass that is preserving books inside it.
Perhaps.
And then inside that is another glass case.
It is a pedestal with a book on top of it and then a glass box over that. Just the book, not the whole thing.
Yeah. So I would have to break through 2 layers of glass to get to it.
To brute force your way to the book, yes.
Is there doors?
There is a door on the glass, on like the big glass box, yeah. How else would people go into it?
Can I just open it? Or is there like a
Would you
lock on it
try?
or something? Yeah.
First of all, there's no handle.
Push it.
Try to push it and it doesn't move.
Try and pull it from the bottom.
Doesn't move. At which point, actually, as you start trying to push it, you hear, could you stop that, please? As you hear it, as you see like the man that was pointed out to you slowly rotating upwards on this like book. He's like, no, please don't touch that. If you would.
How do I get in?
You don't, unless
Why?
you have written permission from me.
Can I get in? Huh?
Why? Who are you? Did you get to sit down and like readjust his glasses?
Maybe this is like taking longer than I think, and Gregor's trying to be nonchalant, just like pacing casually in front of the library, trying to like look inside, like, where is she? And then like walks past again, just to see if he can catch a glimpse.
I am a connoisseur of knowledge,
Right.
sent by the owl,
Oh shit.
Right.
and I've been asked to get access to the higher knowledge in this library. They couldn't come, so
Could they not?
no.
That's a shame.
It's you, isn't it? You are the owl. It's you. Is it you? Can I get in? Can I talk to you? Are you the owl?
This is going
Please,
downhill.
please, would you sit down?
He said that.
Oh.
He
We
like
found him.
pulls out a small book and like tosses for a few pages, and then says a few arcane words as he moves his hands, and after a few seconds, a few like of these guards in these blue and silver clothes walk in and start ushering other people out of the library.
Cool.
Can
cool,
my friends
cool.
come inside?
We'll handle that in a moment, dear. Why do you want them there?
I don't. I wanted you. If
Oh.
you are the owl.
Well, I can't say.
Why
What-
can't you say? Nobody's here. I look at it.
So you want an audience with the owl?
I do.
And why?
For I would like some knowledge, first of all.
So, to inform you, dear, I am not the owl.
You're not?
I am not. But
We didn't do it, lads.
the owl doesn't just send people to pick up
You're right.
the ancient knowledge without informing me first.
So you're friends with the owl.
No, I have a working relationship that if I provide them with books,
Mm-hmm.
I get protection for the library and also funds to make the library a bit more pleasant to be in.
I would be frank with you, sir.
Yes?
I was going to try to cause a commotion at the library because I assumed it was protected by the owl.
I cannot help you get in contact with the owl, I apologize.
Why?
Because I don't know how to get in contact with him or them. They get in contact with me
And how?
by sending an owl.
Okay. Well then, can we cause
boy.
a commotion in your shop?
I prefer if you didn't, because it wouldn't be likely to get you. Like if you started a fight in the library, it wouldn't be likely to get you an audience with the owl. It would be likely to get you, like, punished by the guards.
How
Bad idea.
would I get in contact with the owl?
Right. I need you to listen. Okay.
I am listening.
You write books, yes?
I do like
Right. One moment. He pulls like a piece of paper and writes on the piece of paper, "I don't know," and then shows it to you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. This is not the book.
This is.
Look, I understand.
I'm
I
outside
understand.
practicing under my breath.
You guys all notice
Stop.
a few seconds
Stop.
after, a few minutes after she enters, everyone else comes out of the library apart from her.
Oh fuck.
Okay.
I think there's trouble in there.
There might be. Okay. I think we need to go in now, see what we see, but maybe pretend like we're also looking for books.
I don't
And
think
we
we
see
can
the-
get in.
And as you guys say that, the guard, two of these like owls guards will say, exit, and behind them shuts the doors, and that's where we'll end it for this week.
Also,
I have to do a library.
Damn it, Albert.
I'm in hell.
alright, well, we are way too deep into this.
Yes.
It's a bad plan.
You said the one
I
thing
know.
that would tip him off.
I know.
What? Yeah. Why'd you confess?
'Cause I
Like
was
literally
hoping-
anything else, like literally being like, "I'm here from the Queen,"
I was
would have
hoping-
worked most likely, but not like. This is the biggest library in the city.
I was hoping he was the owl, and that would have been my
That would've
like,
been
I'm here
That
to
would've
help
been
you
cool.
thing. But no, or I'm here to get in contact with you, not help you necessarily. But alas, no, it is not Albert the owl.
How many
Albert.
feet away is Briar from us?
You can't see her, but like meta knowledge. About 75 and up, about 10. So whatever the mathematical equation for figuring out diagonal distances is again.
Or like
Alright,
100.
I can't.
Yeah.
I can't see. Oh, I have message as I was gonna, but if I can't see, I can't.
No, you can't see her. The windows are very clear, but because of the angle that you guys are at compared to like they're like a floor above you and sat down, so you can't really see the right direction.
Got it. Okay.
If you go up to like the second floor, you can probably see them.
Got it. Well, dang.
Yeah.
Library's your jail now.
Damn it, Briar.
Good luck in there.
All the jails. I'm down.
Right, of all the jails, it's pretty nice.
Nah, they're gonna torture in there. They're gonna let you look at all these books and not let you read any of them.
Nah.
Whoa.
Nah.
I just beat you with a phone book.
There's
I should
plenty
just
of-
take the
Perhaps,
thickest one and
dude.
just beat you
The
with
phone
it.
book doesn't leave a bruise.
There is plenty of ways out of this situation.
Is that true?
Yeah,
Okay. Well, I'm excited to
We're
know
about to go
about
then.
those ways out.
there's plenty of them.
But yeah, that's today's session. Hope everyone enjoyed it.
Yay.
I think it's
We did.
about time that we start doing that thing where like, hey guys, for anyone that's watching at home, we really appreciate it if you like shared this to your friends and family who are interested in D&D in like your little D&D circles.
Viewers
Yeah.
like you.
Yeah, I
That'd be
really
great.
Just like you.
I really enjoy like Dark Cloud who's in chat. I really enjoy like the little comments and stuff that are made throughout the sessions. So it'd be nice if more people could stick around, but we won't ever be stopping it if more people don't turn up. It's something fun that we like to do.
Yeah.
It'd be nice for more people to be able to experience it though. My favorite quote of the day was "Don't flavor his bones."
Really? Mine might have been the
Flavor.
nut chaos.
No,
Flavor his
that-
bones.
Like
My
I
bones
could
are-
see like
Oh.
"Don't flavor his bones" on like a piece of merch that I would wear. You know.
Flavor his
That'd be good,
bones.
yeah.
No, the nut chaos with Thal saying "Fine, I'll do it myself" at the end.
That was pretty
really-
good.
I don't
Fine,
do
I'll
it
do it myself.
myself.
Was pretty good.
Daddy Gregor denying a nut.
that would be on a shirt.
That was
too.
also pretty
That's the
good.
best one.
It's
but yeah,
fooling
so-
around in here.
So we do this every second Saturday for now. That might change in the future, but not for a while, I don't imagine. But for now, we do it every second Saturday. So the next session will be on a day. It'll be on the 24th.
We also
Is right.
have a Discord. if
We also have a
people want to
Discord if
join.
people
Yep.
want to come hang out in our Discord. We also do stream more than just D&D, but obviously I'm not going to promote that during D&D. So
Why not?
it feels weird, right? Like everyone's.
No,
I guess
not really.
we do other things on this channel as well. So we stream throughout the week generally as well. And yeah, but no, yeah, it's really fun. I'm enjoying this. I hope everyone else is enjoying themselves too.
Who's gonna have the next
Yeah,
big
yes.
cliffhanger? Is it Gregor or Thal? Place your bets now.
All right.
So Briar's a lesbian, right?
Maybe.
Just straight up.
Maybe.
Felt a lot of tension.
There was
A
some
lot.
there was some flirting vibes there.
Lot of
with,
tension.
with the people.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Better not be queer baiting over there.
Maybe I'm just French.
Maybe I'm French.
That's true.
That's funny.
I've just canonically made the book thief French, and I need to remember that for
Oh.
future.
Fine.
You better write that down.
It's in my notes. The book thief is
How-
French and ginger.
Really?
It sounds like a riddle. The book thief is French.
Can the French book thief have this like really dainty cat eye mask that she like puts on when she steals books?
Like Miraculous Ladybug.
Sure.
Oh.
What?
If you include those part of your disguise stuff, you can have it.
Oh heck yeah, for sure. Too.
Yeah.
But it belongs, like, you can't take it off because it's an
It's part
illusion.
of the face. It might become a part of her later on. Right now, it'd be
Oh,
weird
hell
if she's
yeah.
walking around with a cat mask on. That might become a new staple if the book thief comes
Oh my
back
god,
again.
you take over one of these areas and call it the Cat's Den or some shit, and then you become a crime lord. The book thief.
Good.
It's me.
God.
It's a good arc.
That'd be very good.
I'd be down with that, like, side note. Like, the
Pretty
way
sick.
the way I do these games, you guys can do literally anything as long as you say the right things and do the right
I
things. You
don't know if
can.
that's the correct career path.
There's,
for Briar.
there isn't a limit. Like, I'm never gonna be like if you guys went up and like killed the queen, I'd be like, fuck, cool. Well, yeah, we're doing like a Kingslayer campaign. Let's do it.
Let's get her. Let's get her.
Like, there's no limits to what you guys are allowed to do.
Nah.
Husker wants blood.
Could be Husker's life.
Can we like not kill people?
We could have
I
the
mean,
bird.
yeah, that's also there's no limit to what you can't do either, day.
We could have the bird's
We'll do-
nest for sure.
I'm not asking you. I'm asking the party.
We'll do
Let's
our
kill.
best.
Right,
Fuck.
right. we need to take this. We'll talk about this off stream in a second. But
Glad.
it's been a really awesome play DMing for you guys and DMing for you guys.
Been fun playing.
And I'll see you all in
Yes.
2 weeks.
Uh.
Bye.
Bye bye.